that's like eating toes. Like is that kind of what we're doing? Like toes?
Toes, booty, coochie. Fuck me under my titty. I don't care.
Oh my God! Is this really how we gonna start this show off? Is that where we at right now? Is this where we're gonna start this? Is that where?
That's what it's looking like.
Hey, I'm just saying.
All right, so we gotta let's get a mic, right? Yeah. Fix it for you. Take over, Kay.
We have a guest in here, y'all, and I'm sure y'all heard her already talking very foul. I'm on a Sunday.
On
a Sunday.
God already know me. He created me. He made me this way.
Entrepreneur, a comedian, a real comedian. She has a how you say that word?
Residency.
Not like that.
Residency. Is that right?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Residency. Got it. Emergency residency.
This nigga over there hooked on phonics work for me.
It works. She has a residency. MGM. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got that right.
Yes, we leave on June the 1st. I can't wait to get out of here.
Really? You from San Antonio, right?
No, I'm from Cleveland.
Cleveland, that is right. LeBron James, that is right.
Got a tour coming up. She
how'd you end up in San Antonio?
My son had cancer, and his donor was here.
Okay. brought some dark shit up. My bad.
Again, when I'm doing my intro, man. I was doing the intro, man. Asking that kind of questions. Shit. How you get San Antonio?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I back off. Good.
Nah, you good?
Go and get it.
Miss Benita Ward.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing?
Miss Benita. So real quick, Bree. So we have a newcomer in here. So let's get the mic. The mic. What do you call it? The button. So when she doesn't speak up into the mic, hit that.
Can you hear me?
Cradle the balls, stroke the shaft, work the pipe, swallow the gravy.
I'll swallow.
Get it over here, buddy. Let's do this.
So if you do not have your mouth on this mic, everybody in the real world cannot hear you. So then we're gonna play that soundbite for you, and that'll let you know to get your ass on the get on the mic.
I can do that.
Get on the mic.
I can do that.
Pretend like it's a toe. So are you serious? Are you serious about the
Like
toes?
your toes licked or you lick toes?
Both.
Oh man, y'all.
You lick niggas' toes? Like I can understand a man licking a woman's toes, but you lick niggas' toes?
If that's what he like.
Niggas like that?
Yes.
See, I don't.
Some men like their booty hole rubbed. Y'all missed that.
I didn't miss
it's
it.
A grown folk.
I heard you. I didn't miss it. Just didn't comprehend it. I don't relate.
If we get COVID tomorrow or sometime next week.
I don't have COVID. These are sinuses. This is San Antonio mold and pollen and all the other stuff y'all got in the air that's messing my sinuses up.
Don't forget the oak.
Yeah, the oak got my sinus draining to the back.
Y'all
got me gagging and coughing and choking like I'm on this.
She don't gag. She lying.
Allergies or
no, I don't gag.
Yeah, she don't gag. She over here lying.
Surely is.
Lying to the public. God damn.
Y'all a mess.
God damn. But again, if we get sick, if y'all find out we get COVID, if we don't have a show for the next 2 months, I want you to understand what our Agent Zero is this year.
Listen. This allergies is real, baby. You hear me? My nose be stopped up, ears, throat itching. Next time I'm on the deck, I'm going. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, sweet. I know that's not sexy.
Did you really just say that? You said on the dick?
I said on a date.
Oh, on a date. Okay.
On a date.
On a date. Okay. If you're going out on a date, right? Matter of fact, I was out on a date the other night, right? Uh-huh. And my ears, nose, and throat was itching so bad. I'm like, he's like, what the hell is that? You hear that? I said, yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. I know that's not sexy.
June bugs outside.
I know that's not sexy, but it's these allergies, you know. You got any Claritin, Zyrtec, Z-Packs, Benadryl at this
little things you put in your nose. You need some of them things.
Afrin.
I
need everything.
Know what that shit.
I need everything. He was like, do you really make that sound all the time? I was like, yeah. My ears, nose, and throat is itching.
It doesn't even work, though. Doesn't even do anything.
It sure feel good when you do it, though. Bless the Lord. Come on with the vitamin C.
Just in case we got some vitamin
C. I'm glad it's not a glass of milk because I don't drink milk.
I'm so glad we had some orange juice in there because I was like, this motherfucker some tea or some milk, because that's all we got in there. We actually asked for some WIC coupons and shit, so that's where we got that milk from.
Look, I buy WIC coupons, food stamps. I don't care how much money I got. I still buy WIC coupons and food stamps.
Anybody out there that has any access to food stamps, please contact us in the DM, irresponsible.
Yeah, not on the actual post. So I'm trying to get in trouble.
No, I need some food stamps.
you could put it on my post, because I don't give a damn. Run me them shit, Shaquita.
Shaquita, they got him.
So, anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. This is Socially Responsible, the podcast. I am Damien, a.k.a. Maverick, the Devil's Advocate.
I am KK.
I am comedian Bernita Ward.
I need a name, comedian. I'm comedian KK.
Wave K.
Wavy K.
Wavy K.
Wavy K.
Them
And
waves
then
got me
in the
seasick.
back, the voice behind the podcast, the producer, the one hits all the buttons we have.
Hey.
There you go. That's our girl 6 right there. Everyone loves that little.
Hey. I want a sexy voice like you, because I got a nigga voice. I'm like, what's up, babe?
And
like, nigga, you sound like me.
And a nigga cough too. She got a nigga cough for all that shit. You really suck on niggas' toes.
Yeah, if that's my man, and that's what he want. That's what he like.
God, we'd have to break
toes
up.
and everything.
We'd have to break up.
Why?
I'm not sucking on a nigga's toes. A whole lot of the shit
But
to do.
you shouldn't be sucking on a nigga toes unless you gay.
Nah, I seen niggas. If
You say he ain't sucking on no nigga toes. I hope you not.
if there was a woman who had toes like mine, I'm not sucking on her toes.
Well, I mean, I got pretty feet, so I never had a problem with nobody sucking my toes.
Walk on them though, right?
So what? They clean?
But they get stank. I think feet and pussy are the two things that get very smelly once you get a little bit of sweat.
Not if you wash it.
He has a thing with
Coochie stank if you don't wash it.
Tell about your thing about coochie.
I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't go down on women.
Oh, I'm
At all.
sorry. Tell your girl I'm sorry. That's fine. I mean, hey, people.
I don't
Everybody
know.
had their own preference. Everybody had their own preference.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not that I don't. It's just not a. I'm not. I don't feel like you feel about toes. Like you.
I mean, I'm not. No, I don't have a foot fetish, but if you my man and that's what turn you on and that's what you like, shit, I'm sucking away.
Yeah, if you don't dip
what's
my
up.
shit in some cookies and cream ice cream.
Whipped cream. I like honey on my feet. You don't suck my toes. Put honey on my toes.
I also don't have carpal tunnel.
Oh well, I do. I did.
So
I used to have carpal tunnel.
So as we were, am I allowed to speak about this?
You used to be a secretary or what?
Go ahead.
How'd you get it?
So-
Listen. Let me tell you something about me. I'm real with it. That's why a lot of church folk don't like me, because I be real with it. I tell the truth. It is what it is. I already know who I am. God knows who I am. So I'm not fronting about nothing.
The devil know who you are too.
He sure do. That
No, I
nigga
like
been
it.
attacking me left and right. And thank y'all for having me on the air, because boy, I'm telling you, I was about to go ballistic. I was about to do what's that man name?
Will Smith.
Denzel.
Oh, Denzel.
Denzel Washington, Will Smith, Mayweather. I was about to do all of them today.
Because you had a show last night, right? Mm-hmm. So we didn't know nothing about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We knew nothing about it.
But I killed it. Any stage you put me on to put a mic in my hand, I'm gonna kill it.
That's what Kay said. Because Kay saw you. What did she perform for? The last time that she performed, talent.
But
That's what
I
it was.
seen you way before that. When we was at
Nika's, and we were at I think Uptown.
was it Earthquake?
Yeah, Earthquake.
Earthquake. Yeah,
when I opened for Earthquake.
Dope ass show.
Yeah, when I opened for Earthquake at the Freeman. Well, no,
somewhere
downtown.
downtown.
Lila Cockrell.
Lila Cockrell, that's
Lila
where we was
Cockrell.
at.
I opened up for Earthquake.
So you got to understand. So we don't have just some Facebook comedian, and we don't have somebody that claims that they're funny. We have a real comedian here. She has a residency, as we tried to say it earlier, in Vegas at the MGM.
Not just Vegas though, just at the MGM in general.
At the MGM in general. She opens up for, who are you saying? Just name drop real quick.
I'll name drop Boys to Men, Bell Biv DeVoe, 2 Chainz, which I'm definitely gonna get to. Gucci Man. Is that them two at the same one or are they different?
They're at the same location, but they're different
different
nights. Gucci Man is Friday night and 2 Chainz is Saturday. French Montana is on Sunday.
The same weekend?
Same weekend.
Oh, definitely.
Friday.
Oh my God.
Friday,
That's
Saturday.
it.
And you always get in free with
That's
me,
the
KK.
weekend I'm going. I am definitely
Gonna put you in the
And
pit.
I ain't never been to Vegas too, so it's
Really?
Yeah,
I've
Vegas,
never been.
though. It's an experience.
Yeah,
So
but I'm
this-
gonna show you Vegas my way because everybody that comes to Vegas, they just focus on the Strip and Fremont Street. There's more to Vegas than just the Strip and Fremont Street.
So I'm going with him.
That's what I just said. It's a socially irresponsible event.
It's a
right?
socially irresponsible event. Totally be irresponsible with me when you're in Vegas.
I
Let
like
I
loose.
am.
Let loose.
I'll
Be
be
your
there.
original, authentic self.
Oh, Vegas.
But
I
then
want that.
again though, Janet Jackson, she's been with not been
Not
with,
been
but
with.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
not
yeah,
been
yeah.
with like no, not
Last
like that.
night.
Look,
You had to say the whole
because
Motown
I'm
thing?
glad y'all here. So
Did you have the Pips too, or just was that?
Yeah.
Or was it just last night? It was all of them.
It's all of them. It's all of them. It's all of them. Just to
Name drop a bit.
yeah, just to do a little something because people always think you lying about something. You
Celebrate
understand what I'm
yourself. Celebrate yourself.
saying? Yeah. I'm trying to put what you do to my phone? None of my stuff is coming up, dude. What happened to my WhatsApp? This is what
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. What's
You
that?
did something to my phone because I could click that, hit that WhatsApp button.
Let me see.
And Janet number right in there. That's what I wanted to show y'all. Since people think you always, be lying about stuff. Instead, like they try to say she ain't got no business.
That's what you don't update none of your apps.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do
needed
that.
it needed an update.
It didn't do that before I got here.
That's why the other app. Huh? So we have a young senior citizen in here today.
Yeah, I'm not tech savvy. That's why I pay people to be tech savvy. I got a whole staff that's tech savvy that we pay for.
Apps though.
You got to update your apps. That's all you got to do.
Well, I ain't know nothing about updating no apps. I ain't had to update it before, so I don't know. Maybe I do need to update. I had the phone for forever.
Nah, we'll get
Just
it.
everything she going on tour. Martin Lawrence. I mean, she's doing big things.
And it's kind of exciting because with her being here from San Antonio, people.
She's from Cleveland.
Well,
She lives in San
well,
Antonio.
being here in San Antonio, I apologize. People think San Antonio doesn't have the talent or the clout that it should have.
Yeah.
And normally it doesn't, but it feels really good to have someone that is from my city or in my city doing things.
Yeah, I've been here 19 years.
Okay.
Oh, you from here?
Yeah.
You been texting now? You talk over the morning?
Right.
You're here now.
Yeah.
So earlier we were also talking about, let me find my little notes. I'm over doing 18 things. What speaking of toes, all right, I'm kind of curious about this. Okay, what is your fantasy? Like, if you could have any fantasy, something that you would want, what would it be? Anything. I know what mine is. Any day.
I would want.
I gotta fuck with that nigga like that.
I would want to. Can it be a sexual fantasy?
Yeah, it's your
I
fantasy.
would want to have sex with Megan Good, like laying in $1 million.
Really?
Ooh.
That's out of any fantasy. That is the
Her.
one
That's the
specific
one.
one.
Yeah.
I'll update in a second.
Yeah. Like $1 million just spread in the bed. Like,
Really,
yeah.
my fantasy would be. It's a typical male fantasy, and it would be like a threesome. That would be my typical fantasy. I've never had a threesome. I've talked about it several times before. That would be my fantasy, like two just bad, and not just like a threesome towards just like two women. I wanted two women interacting with each other, and I'm interacting with them. I'm eating pussy that day. Definitely going downtown on that day. But that would be my fantasy, and I'm pretty sure along the board, across the line, that is every man's fantasy. Some men have accomplished it, which is why they want to do Megan Good on $1 million, and some people have not yet, which is why we're still wanting to do it. But I'm pretty sure that is every man's fantasy. Is that fair to say, Bree?
I guess I ain't.
If you had to
not
assume,
gay, yeah, that would
if
be
you had to
a man's
assume,
fantasy.
right? That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Now, we have two women in the studio tonight. What would y'all's fantasy be? What is y'all's fantasy that a woman would want?
I done did it on mine, but you could go first, Bree. But I'll tell you about one of them.
Tell us.
You go first. No, you go first.
I'm not trying to have threesomes.
That's not a woman's thing.
That's
Yes, it is.
Train.
She said,
All depends on what one.
Here's the problem. They always say that it's not called a threesome. Well, I shouldn't say that. Damien says it's not called a threesome. It's called a train.
he said the same
I
goddamn
say
thing.
if it's two
train.
dudes and a girl, it's a train. Ain't no goddamn threesome.
Why you say that?
That's what it
That's what
is.
the train is.
No, it's not.
That's not a threesome.
No,
That is not a threesome.
so then it's not a train when it's two women on one man.
That's a threesome.
No, it's not.
She can train me up all she wants to. They both can train my motherfucking ass.
no,
See,
no,
both of them
no.
high-fiving and shit. Like, I'm here, I'm here.
No.
What about me?
No.
Disrespect. The disrespect.
I don't agree.
Y'all still ain't told us y'all fantasy.
Yeah. What is yours, Bree? No threesome for a woman. That's not appealing to you. No, not two men or not even another woman and a man. Is that?
No.
I don't want another woman in my bed.
She's half of a lesbian, so it's cool.
Well, that might be all right. That might be all right.
Probably in
for
the 30s. She's probably at 25%, not at half still.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll mark that off. So no threesome, man or woman.
No.
What's your fantasy?
What is your
then?
fantasy?
Honestly,
lick
I don't
toes?
know because like
I did it all.
Boo.
I'm not saying I've done it all, but I'm one of those people. If I want to try something, I'm going to do it.
So-
I'm not going to wait.
Yeah.
So at some point, there's something you wanted to try that you have not tried yet. Again, KK wanted to have a threesome. He's done that. Now he's on the Megan Good. So what was your...
When have I ever said I done the threesome?
I said it for you. It's cool. To everyone who wants to talk shit about it, I said it. He never said that. It was me that said it. So what was your thing before you actually did it? Like, what was it? It had to be something. Kissing a guy in the rain. Like, it had to be something. What was it? 3.
I don't know. Beaches, but I didn't like sand, so that was a negative.
Sex on the beach was so
Sex
it's
on
more.
the beach was one
Yeah, I
at
did
one
that
point
one.
in time, but I didn't like it.
I did that one already.
What was what? So as a woman, of course, what is your fantasy? Like, what is something that's like? What was it? Your first one that you've had out of your 16 of them?
I had about 50 of them. I'm me, man. I'm me all day. Like it or love it. I'm me. One of my fantasies was, and I did it already, like I said, was to be a madam.
A madam. Mm-hmm. So you have a bunch of bitches.
Yeah, and men. But men, though.
So you're a madam to men.
Yeah.
So you're pimping niggas.
Pretty much.
That's dope.
To women?
No.
Have you done that before?
To men? Oh, no.
Heidi Fleiss.
Yeah.
Heidi Fleiss.
Yeah. But also, you know, I like...
Hold on. You've done that before? Mm-hmm. Wow. How to, escort or like actual, like we're all on balls deep into our clients?
Men for men, though.
It's for men. I mean, hey, what? Everything sells.
Well, it does.
You said men for men?
I'm a businesswoman.
You said men for men?
No, men for whoever.
Yeah, just men. Just men. Her prostitutes are
Who's you
men.
renting them out to?
Whoever paid.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of women who pay.
This is crazy. So this is crazy. You gotta take any. You gotta take any client that comes
But
through the door.
listen, in my past,
No.
in my past,
It's just
I was,
conversation.
in my past, before I met Jesus, halfway, light introduction.
We give each other knuckles.
That's why I was in the streets. You know, everything I learned from the streets. Even these gifts, these talents, this business came from the streets. I didn't grow up with both parents in the home and a white picket fence and a little dog named Choo Choo. I didn't have that life. I had to get it out the mud. I was in the streets since I was 10 years old. I had a paper route from 10 to 15, 15 to 18 I worked at McDonald's, and 18 to 33 I was in the military, and so I did a lot of shit in my life, you know what I mean? But most of my time was growing up in the streets of Cleveland. I was on the streets. So I sold dope. I sold weed. I sold pimp women, pimp men. I did a lot of things in my life.
Allegedly, guys. Allegedly.
No, she claiming that.
No, I did that shit.
That shit.
Ain't no allegedly nothing. That's why I tell my story, because people think that, you know, oh, she was a nurse, or she worked in the medical field, or she did this, or she did that. You only know me for whatever phase you met me in. You understand? But you don't know my whole life story.
That's dope. I like that. You only know me for the phase that you met me in.
That's it.
But you don't know me.
So some people just know me from being, you know, out in the streets of Cleveland. Some people know me as Jazz. That was my pimp name. So some people know me as, you know what I mean?
The
You
pimp
know?
shit is true.
Oh, that's real
You
life.
really pimp niggas.
Sure do, and still pimp them if I have to.
Are you? That is a so. In the world of pimping, this is crazy. This is getting our bag, all right. So this is crazy because we think of
Listen, everything sells. everything sells. Wisdom, knowledge, pimping, drugs, sex, mayonnaise, bologna. Everything is a commodity. Everything. And that's why I sit back and look at people like, you saying you ain't got no money, baby. You sitting on a whole bunch of money. You just got to open up your treasure chest.
There you go. God, keep
What's in
on
my
dropping them
chest?
gems.
That motherfucker is locked.
Open up your treasure. Open your treasure chest. Because the Bible says in this earthen vessel, we have treasures in this earthen vessel. Many people just ain't opened up their vessel yet.
That's what's up.
You got a lot of capabilities to do good or evil.
In all your phases.
Choose to do good.
In all your phases, I'm still in it. I'm gonna fucking go back, listen to it. Probably gonna name the show after that.
Like, what's that, Jazz?
Say, kinfolk. Cut your ass up.
Nigga, I need me some money.
Some people see me some people take me as being hard, or he said, a guy told me once, he said, you too gangster for me. Well, sit your soft ass down, nigga. You ain't
Too much
for
of
me.
a bitch for me.
You ain't for me. I mean, I'm just saying, I know how to change. Like, prime example, y'all tell me this. I went on a date once, right?
Once.
I'm sharp. I mean, I got Gucci tux, my bustier is by Armani. I got on my red bottoms, and we on a date. I'm fly. My nails done. My hair popping.
Real quick, did he show up in a Michael Kors and a Michael Kors jacket on?
No.
Okay, cool.
So we on a date. Excuse
Fuck
me.
you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you too, Shima Franklin. Somebody add her in that shit.
So we on a date. He got a nice car. He driving a Mercedes.
Okay.
So we on a date. And I got a Mercedes too, but we driving. We on a date. And so he gets a flat tire, and he pulls over on the side of the road. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay. So he's like, he calling roadside assistance. And I'm like, okay. So after they said, well, it'll be about an hour till we can get there. So I'm like, okay, no problem. So we sitting there, we talking, an hour passed. We got so deep into our conversation, we didn't even realize the hour had passed.
So that's a good hour.
So after the hour, I'm like, okay, I got to go to the restroom. I say, sweetie, hey, put the car in drive and drop out slowly. Just roll it down to the QT, which is right here at the near exit. Mm-hmm. And we were right there at the exit. I mean, it wasn't even 500 feet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Dude, just put in drive and just go slow. I used the restroom. So he's like, no, I'm not doing that. That's going to mess up my rim. I'm like, bro, I got to go to the bathroom.
Huh.
So I said, you know what? I got so mad because I'm like, do you have a spare in your trunk?
Yeah.
You changed that motherfucker.
I changed the fucking tire.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And now after I changed the tire, I said, so he was out. He's like, you gonna change the tire? You got on this nice suit. I said, it's a suit, bruh. I'm not finna sit up here and piss on myself in this $1,500 suit. I said, change the tire, or I'm about to leave. So he was like, I don't change the tire. Roadside assistant's gonna do that. Okay. Baby, he got that. He got that. I went there. I popped that trunk, got that spare out, and I'm out there with my hand in my suit, squatted down, taking off unlocking these bolts on it, because you know the Mercedes got the rim lock, so you got to use a drill to get them off. I was pissed. And if you got a Mercedes, and you didn't buy the kit, I bought the kit to my car, so I already know how it works, and I had to change the tire in my suit. I was so mad. I said, can you roll me to the QT now, motherfucker?
Why don't you just walk to the QT?
Take me home.
So we're on the path and the exit.
Road, yeah.
I've been pissed on myself by the time I walk down there. I'm 52. My bladder don't hold like it used to when I was 25. If I think I gotta go to the bathroom, I'm gonna start walking to that way.
That shit,
that's crazy.
Y'all think that shit that she laughing? That shit is true, man. I'm in my 40s, boy. It's like when I gotta go, nigga, I'm running to the bathroom, nigga. Soon as that zipper, nigga, work. Soon as that zipper, nigga, that shit everywhere, nigga. I don't get to the toilet to halfway through the pee, nigga.
You gotta let it go, right?
Halfway, I be all on their walls in the bathroom.
But
buddy.
when we got to the gas station, I went and used the restroom, wash my hands, come back out, and
I would have left.
He's sitting there, but he's sitting there with an attitude, and I'm saying, "What you got an attitude for? The roadside assistant still ain't came, bro."
I said,
"You mad because I changed your tire? Yeah, you don't know how to stay in a woman's place."
Being a man,
I was sitting there for over an hour. What the fuck you expect me to do? could
Did y'all
sit
finish
here
today?
with all night. No,
Uh-huh.
I called myself a lift. That's why you keep your own money and your own credit cards. I called myself a lift, took my ass home, got in my own Mercedes, and took myself to dinner.
So
That's
he wanted
crazy.
you to piss in the car?
He told me to open up the front door and the back door and use the restroom outside.
Like you 3. You do with your babies and shit.
This grown coochie, I'm not gonna expose her to no air like that. No,
Bitch, I'm in a Gucci suit.
Yes.
The fuck?
Yes, I was pissed. I was so mad. And then he's like, "Yeah, you too gangster for me. You talk too hard for me. You. What did he say? He told me that I was too independent." I said, "Well, let me know what bill you paid, and I could stop being independent. Let me know what bills you want to take off my hand, and I could stop being independent." I said, "You just misconstrued. You just used to weak women who don't know how to do shit. You know what I mean? Who maybe don't have their money and want you to be their superhero. I don't need a superhero. I need a hero. You know what I mean?"
I got a Benita story, son.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't even know you remember this shit. This nigga stunted on me at Breathe Lounge, nigga. We was at Breathe Lounge at the bar and shit. So I
You remember this so far?
I pull out my little money. She was like, "Put that little money." I put out $1 million. Nigga. Floyd, man. I need to put out so much money now. Like, oh, nigga. I'm gonna buy her a drink. I'm gonna keep my money.
Nigga about to buy you a Budweiser.
That nigga tell me, put that little money. Like, God damn, I don't know about that. Oh, honey, now. I'm punching it. Skeeter.
Get her.
This Skeeter.
Did you know her at that time?
Yeah, I met her.
But
I
see,
already met her.
people fail to realize, like, I grew up rough. I didn't have
That money ain't shit.
my
to you.
parents were not at their best as a kid. I'm gonna say that. My parents were not at their best as a kid, so we went through a lot. You know what I mean? So I learned early, and I don't even know where I got this from at a young age, but I knew that I had to get money. I knew that I had to find a way to feed my brothers and sisters. I knew I had to find a way to keep the lights on. I knew I had to find a way for us to eat. So I learned how to hustle early. I was trafficking drugs from when I was 10.
True story.
True story. They used to put it in a backpack, but I didn't know what it is because the backpack had a little lock on it. They say, "Nene, take this down here to Miss Bell. Miss Bell, take this over here to." The names have been changed to protect
Protect
the
their identity. Yeah.
Protect their identity. But take this over here, ride this down here, and I would just switch backpacks, and I would go back and forth. I was so fast with running that they used to give me $10 every time.
Yeah.
Now $10 bought bologna. Back in those days, and in the 80s, it bought a lot.
Shit, $10 in the 40s is a motherfucker, right?
That's a whole basket. Of the 40. She would catch it, nigga.
I'm waiting for somebody to.
Yeah. So back in the day,
$10 whole shop.
yeah. So back in the day, I had to learn how to survive. You know what I mean? I had no choice.
Not a red basket.
I had no choice. That's why when this movie come out on Lifetime in 2023 or 24, I'm gonna be excited because now you get to see the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, move.
Wait, what
Rewind. Hold on. Don't just run past that shit like you didn't just say that.
Yeah. So my staff, they had reached out to Lifetime.
Hold on.
That is
Talk your shit.
amazing,
Y'all didn't
man.
catch you talk. She said,
My staff.
my staff. Talk your shit.
Well, my
Talk your
staff,
shit.
they and I got, like I said, I got the emails, I got the contracts.
I believe.
I got it all, baby, right here. That's why I say I love to shit on the devil and prove him wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's
She's
why.
shitting on Satan.
Yeah, sure is. But that's why I do stay to myself and just do me, because if you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe that your life can change and you're not ready to tell your real truth and your real story, then you're gonna have a life that's really that you neglected. Yeah, pointless. Tell the truth.
Speak of the movie. So what is the movie about?
Because I hire all homeless people. Yeah, and when I take these homeless people in,
The movie is about
my life.
Your life.
Yeah. So my staff reached out somehow to Lifetime, and I guess Lifetime told them that they had to get a lawyer, and then they got a lawyer named Louise Hoffman, and Mr. Hoffman has been amazing, actually, and that even his introduction led to so many other open doors. But anyway, they reached out to him, and then somehow they end up getting Lifetime to accept my life story. And I have videotapes that I'll play on the air for you guys of verbal testimonies, because the people were like, "No, this can't be true." So I had to go back to get people and thank God I'm still cool with these people.
To co-sign with
To
you.
Co-sign these stories.
Yeah, co-sign these stories. And my family knows some of these people. So all these stories are true that you're going to see in these segments. These things really happen. Even me going back to prison to meet the man who raped me, to talk to him and tell him that I forgive him. That was very hard for me. That was very hard for me. And to go back to the gravesite to the man who molested me was very hard for me. And just tell him that you tried to kill me, but you didn't.
I'm here, nigga.
I'm still here, and I'm winning.
So where does the movie start? If I'm allowed to ask, where does it start at?
It starts at me being born in Cleveland, Ohio, at University Hospital.
Okay.
It gives a rendition of a woman having a baby.
Okay.
And that just goes to show about the birth of my life. And then from there, it goes to my grandmother's house on East 138th and Harvard, behind Woody's store, where I grew up at till I was about 2 or 3.
Okay.
And then it goes from there to us living on East 110th and Woodland when I was in kindergarten. And in the King Kennedy projects on Bundy, East 55th and Cleveland. Anybody from Cleveland, Ohio know where these streets are. I grew up in King Kennedy projects on East 55th and Bundy. Mm-hmm. And then from there it goes to when 1979, when we lived on East 136 and Benwood, 136 and 1 Benwood Avenue. We lived there till I was 15. Then it moves to Cleveland Heights, Ohio. When my mother had got herself together and got on her feet, we moved to the suburbs.
So what, if we may ask, I don't want to give too much of the story away. Mm-hmm. Growing up, you said your parents were kind of figuring shit out. They weren't
the best.
What was it,
best.
if I'm asked? Am I allowed to?
It was drugs. It was... They were young. They had me when they were 18.
And that's normal in that community at that time, right?
Yeah. Okay. So they were young. I just blame it on them being young and inexperienced and uneducated, and their life was their life. They grew up in the hood. They grew up rough. So
are they still around now to this day?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Both of them are drug. Yes, both of them are drug free to this day.
Have you ever talked to them? And kind of had that conversation about it? How was that?
Yeah,
have you had that conversation?
Yeah, I had that conversation. One thing I respect about my dad was humble enough as a man to say he was sorry. Mm-hmm. He was sorry for not being there. He was sorry for making the bad choices in his life. He didn't know better. Like, my dad went to jail for burning down a high school.
Like a whole high school.
A whole high school.
Not like the A-Hall.
No, Gideon High School. He burnt the whole thing down. To this day, that lot is still vacant.
Why?
I guess because they put him out of school or he got in trouble or something.
Oh, it was out of anger. He intentionally burnt that bitch down.
He intentionally burnt it down.
Oh, I thought like smoking.
Okay. Be the last motherfucker.
But yeah, so... my dad got in a lot of trouble when he was young. You know what I mean? And my dad's never passed the 6th. I think he only went to 6th or 7th grade education wise.
This nigga burned his elementary?
No, seriously, he did. He burnt it down. And he just didn't, he just made a lot of bad choices for himself. But that's why I pushed education on my kids, because when you don't, how can I put it? When you don't properly have the proper guidance in your life, you can go astray. You know what I mean? I did. You know what I mean? My mom, as a single parent, a single parent has to work, has to pay the bills, so they're not there for the kids. Yep. You know what I mean? They have to make the ends meet. And I didn't understand that till I became an adult. I was very angry growing up. So if you mess with me, I would fight. I was a fighter. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm coming for you. Don't fool with me. And I'm still kind of like that way, because I figured, like, if I'm good to you, and I know I've done absolutely nothing to you, and you did something to me, and it's on the popping. I'm coming for you.
That betrayal hits different.
Yeah, it hit different. Because I'm from the streets, so we loyal to the soil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We loyal to the soil. We
that's
don't
all
snitch.
You got.
Yeah, that's all I got. So people say, well, how you become so successful? How I became so successful, San Antonio, since y'all want to think somebody faking, but I got this proof for y'all, so y'all can let these niggas know.
I already know. I see the nigga pull up to the club in a Bentley. Bentley outside.
Who is that?
Yeah, KK was all in front of my car. Wait a minute, bro. A chick from San Antonio had to. You ain't got her and her husband. You ain't got no Bentley. Her name was Michelle, but she ain't got.
Her nigga got a Bentley, a Rolls. I got some cars. Nigga,
I got cars. I love cars.
Got cars.
Yeah, because while they getting their fingernails done and their feet done, I'm going to get me a car. I just bought me. I've been looking for a 1970 Chevy Seville GTS for forever.
You got it,
boy. Wait till I finish with that mother joker, boy. Candle apple red.
All the shit you just said, you can't say fuck it though. Mother joker. All the foul shit you just said in the last 30 minutes.
I still say that too, but still. But that car, I've been looking for that car for forever, and I finally found it. Now I'm just about to get it Benita ready.
You about to, what is that show called? Pimp My Ride.
Yeah.
I'm pimping niggas and I'm pimping rides.
That's right. But yeah, so that's my story. So anyway, my staff reached out to them. They got a hold of Lifetime. Lifetime didn't believe all the stuff I was saying, so I had to go get the people who was in that season of my life with me.
So I have a question. Mm-hmm. So did you present it as far as just telling them over the phone? Is there a book out there?
No, the book is coming. We're still working on that part. I just been so busy I haven't finished writing yet.
How do you make time for anything? I gotta quit saying I'm tired of one goddamn job and especially I'm tired. I ain't doing nothing.
But let me tell you something. God called me to this life. I didn't call myself to this. I was used to going to work in dialysis and come home and eat, say my prayers and go to bed. You know what I mean? But if I could put that much time, 12 to 16 hours a day into somebody else's vision, why can't I put that time into my own vision?
Hey man, right. There you go. So real quick, back to your dad's story. You talked to your dad, had a conversation, y'all fix it up.
Yeah. My mom, it didn't go so well. My mom, it just didn't go well. I'm gonna just put it like that. It just didn't go well.
Accountability type shit.
Yeah, no, she didn't want to take no accountability for her actions in my life. She didn't want to take no accountability for the pain she caused me. She still doesn't to this day.
Sounds like a woman to me.
Doesn't even. I told her, sorry goes a long way. Or, to my children, I've apologized to my children and told them how much I love them. And hey, I'm sorry that in this season of my life that I did this, or that. Sorry I couldn't make it to your games while I'm going to school and trying to work a job.
That shit hurts.
Sorry I couldn't be at the whatever teachers meeting because I'm working. Yes, but I do humbly apologize and I love you and I support you and hey, I couldn't make it then, but now I can make things now. So I try to spend a lot of time with my children and my grandchildren. You know what I mean? Because that's what's important to me. It's my family. But at the time, I had military life. I had school. I'm working a job, and I went through a lot of shit. So everything I'm doing right now, I deserve that shit because I've worked my ass off to get here, and I don't give a fuck what nobody think or what nobody say or none of that shit because this is me all day.
I feel like that's like
and a lot of people who don't.
Story.
But the thing is, on top of that, everything she just said, the things that she's not mentioning. Not only are you going through what you're actually experiencing in life at that time, you're going through shit that happened to you in your past, your trauma.
Yes.
When you talk about someone molested you, you're going through all these hearts and
like people don't understand me in church. See, people don't understand me in church. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good.
That's not my phone.
That's mine, ain't it? No, I'm good.
Yeah, put that on Do Not Disturb, bro. Okay. Yeah. So, people don't understand me in church. I love the Lord, and I love the Lord. This says low battery, but
we're good.
Hold on.
No, okay, you're good. I'll take care of it.
So anyway, I love the Lord, but when people fail to realize, when I first got saved, I got molested. I got raped in the church by the pastor. I was 21 at that time, and I was in Albany, New York, at a church, and I got raped by that pastor there. So my church experience has not been well. So I went from there. I didn't go to church for 2 years because I'm still dealing with that trauma. You understand what I'm saying? And then when I left that church, 2 years later, I went back to Cleveland, and I was at another church of God, that was a Church of God in Christ. And when you've been molested and raped yourself, you kind of suffer with low self-esteem, trust issues. I went through a lot of that shit. And went to a Church of God in Christ, and it turned out that pastor wasn't well either. And then the church, when you stand up and you trying to get healed, because you know that you need some type of source to help you get through your trauma. So I went to that church, and then they treated me like I was the devil. The pastor wife was telling people, don't be my friend because of her past. I stood up and told my testimony, and I'm bawling. And right after the testimony, the pastor wife tell everybody in the church to stay away from me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be accepted in the church.
Yeah, but I wasn't. They made me feel like I was the devil. You
Church
know what
got
I mean?
some of the
but
most
they,
fakest.
but they pastor was a trick. But I'm the devil. But okay, you know what I mean? So after that, I went to another church that was a full gospel Baptist church fellowship, and that pastor wife treated me like shit. Took my money, didn't pay, asked me to loan her money, didn't pay me back. So after that, I went to another church.
This was in your older years after you already made it. So you had
From 21 up till now.
21.
okay.
And so after that church, I went to Full Gospel Baptist Church Fellowship, and his wife, I loaned them money, and they never paid me back. The wife took off with all my money, took off with the church anniversary money. It was just a lot. So I left that church, went to another church, and that's very popular in Cleveland with 4 or 5 locations. And me and my husband at the time had helped them with the church. They got put out of a church. We helped them with money to get another church. And then when my husband passed away, they wanted to charge me $3,000 to bury him. And that pissed me off because, nigga, we helped you make that church what it is today.
And you can
understand?
come
We
up with
closed out our
3,000.
401. Yeah. We closed out our 401k to help this church become the church that it is now in Cleveland, Ohio. Found the Maplewood location for them. So it's a long story, but I still got all the receipts.
Well, can I ask you what made
And
you?
then after that
what
church-
made you want to keep finding church?
Because I kept searching for God, but then I found out God was already with me and God was already in me. And
that nigga ain't in no church.
yeah, and then when I got cancer, that changed my whole perspective. That when I got cancer, I went through a series of events.
What have you not been through?
Shit, I don't know.
God, you need to have part 2, part 3 to your movie. You need to have a series.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a couple, but it's called Scarred.
Scarred.
Scarred, yeah,
Y'all look
I'm
for
happy
it.
for you. That's done.
yeah,
Scarred on Lifetime, correct?
yeah. It's on
Do,
Lifetime.
do we know when?
2 years. Right?
Well, we had started filming in Cleveland in 2020, but then COVID hit, so they stopped production in March 10th, 2020. So now that they're trying to open back up, now here we are 2
Ramping back
years
up.
later. So we may take another year to finish.
And if y'all haven't caught, this is going to be a great story. It's so dope. I heard Spike Lee is going to produce it. Real shit. Nah. So and I'm kind of on your story. Like it's so much to unfold. So I'm still like at the beginning of your story because I think it's fucking dope. And like you said, I think what's so cool about your story is that you're willing to share it with other people. Not only are you willing to share it because it's not only therapeutic for you, but I'm pretty sure you understand that is going to help somebody else going through what they're going through by vicariously seeing you handle shit. Let them know how to handle it themselves.
Yeah. But listen, when I got cancer, it changed my prayer life. When I got cancer, it changed my prayer life because I never forget this. I was on my knees because they told me that, hey, I had breast cancer. I had uterine cancer first, and then I had breast cancer. And they told me that, hey, it's not looking good, da 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 da. And I told God, I said, whew, y'all gonna make me cry. I said, if you're not, I said, God, if you're not real, if you don't really have a son named Jesus, and if you don't cure me from this cancer, I'll never believe in you again. I said, because you said in your word that you're a healer.
Yeah.
You said that you're a way maker. You said that you're a deliverer. I mean, I cried out to God in such a different way to where I went back to the doctor. That mass that was the size of a quarter is not the size of a dime.
Amen.
I had a biopsy on my left breast, and they took the cancer out.
That
True
easy.
story.
Wow.
Just like that.
I'm sorry. What?
When
Can you see where we at right now? Like the minute mark.
44.
Okay, because I have a friend, like, she just went for a regular checkup.
Oh shit! Listen
Breast
to this.
cancer. Like, I really, like, Nikki, I love you. Like, I've been praying for her. Like, she just, then she had blood clots, like,
Yeah.
everything going bad.
Yeah.
Like, I just, like, I am
But
praying for you.
But
I had that too. I had blood clots.
But the story behind this is what's so crazy. I'm gonna speak. Can I speak on it?
Yeah.
So the story behind this, from what KK told him, he'll take over. She was big up in her life. Her life was changing. She had a new job. Correct.
Yeah.
So she was excelling in life. Go ahead.
And just like randomly, like.
When
She was like,
on.
dread person. She loved her dread. Like, she posted a video cutting off her dress. It fucking broke my heart. Like,
Yeah.
she went for the new job, right? So in the new job, she had to take blood work and get her test done. So she was doing good in life, got a new job, new beginning, new everything. Excited about this, to get a checkup, to get normal blood work, normal piss tests, to come to find out she has cancer. She has breast cancer.
Listen, I Nikki, whoever you are, let me tell you, just get on your knees and pray and ask God the hard questions. I believe that's what got me delivered from sickness. It was asking God the hard questions. Like I asked God hard questions, like why these two had to be my parents? What is the glory in this? Why did I have to go through molestation? Why did I have to be raped? Why did I have to experience this kind of pain? Why did this person hurt my heart? Why did this? What is the glory in? I was angry. I was getting angry. Like I didn't have no choice in life. I just had to do what I had to do. And at that moment, I told God, I said, I'm tired of being fake. I said, to me, I felt fake at that time. I felt fake in my life. Like everything that I had been through is like, shit just kept happening to me, kept happening to me. Back to back pain. Even in the house of God, back to back pain. And I told God, I don't want to go to church. Yeah. I don't want to go to church no more. I don't want to pray. I don't want to do this or that no more. And I'm telling you, that's when God showed me himself.
That was your first real conversation.
My first real encounter. My first real physical, spiritual, mental encounter was with the Lord.
You know the date?
When I asked, April 10th. April 10th.
Today's April 10th, isn't it?
Is it?
It is.
Yep.
Today is April 10th.
Because I remember I was 45.
Okay.
And it was my mother's birthday. April 10th. Oh shit! Today's her birthday.
Mama.
Happy birthday, Mama Ward.
I just realized today was April 10th. Thank you. I've been going so much. I didn't know what day it was. Shit, I've been going so much lately.
Oh, nigga, it's Sunday. It's Sunday.
I just knew it was Sunday. That's it. You know what I mean? And
it's tomorrow. Today's tomorrow, right?
I was crying because I never had support in my life. Nobody's ever done nothing. Nobody's. Like, I got a few friends. Like, I could count on my hand right now 4 people that I know that have literally helped me.
Michelle?
Hell no. Hell fucking no.
Y'all stupid.
But I got 4 people that I could say. Jerry Murders is one of my dearest friends. I love Jerry.
Shout out Jerry.
Tequesta.
I can't say the name. Shout out to that person.
People who've just been there for me in this season of my life to where it was just crazy. Just crazy. But I know 4 people literally that I love to death and would do anything for. And those are just 2 people to name a few. And Gregory Austin, he's one of my mentees for, check him out on Facebook, and check out his YouTube. He got some dope poetry.
What's his name?
Austin Gregory.
Austin Gregory.
On YouTube.
And on Facebook.
And Facebook. Because the brother is dope. He's a dope poet, and we just took his poetry. And shout out to the dopest CEO, music producer, Cedric Bellamy, who helped us put that album together.
Right? Mm-hmm. He was on the show.
Yes. That's
Street Legend. Shout out to Street Legend.
I brought him.
I love Street Legend. I love their whole team, their whole squad. Yeah. Cedric Bellamy. Let me tell you something. That one,
President.
And Lala Flanor jumped on Austin Gregory's one of his songs on there.
Have you heard Lala's sister sing?
Yes, Angie, I love her.
Jesus,
yes,
the church.
Yeah,
I told him, you see R&B, I'm telling you.
Yeah, she gonna kill church.
She need to put
she sang a gospel song in his old studio. Boy Bell almost had me crying. Listen, that girl is powerful.
She's literally a penis and a melody and a vagina from $1 million.
Exactly.
She's
exactly.
Like
she need to be signed. Somebody need to sign them.
Exactly.
Just say penis. Just say penis pussy one time.
Cedric Bellamy helped,
pussy pop. Just get a pussy pop in the song.
Put that Austin Gregory poetry to music, and it's dope. Check him out on YouTube.
I remember
Austin
you did
Gregory.
that little video, that rap song in the booth.
That was French Montana. French Montana and Cardi B backing it up. Yeah.
Good old days.
Yeah.
What would you recommend? Again, you have so much to
unfold, right?
Oh man, like
that's what Mr. Hoffman said. He was like, you're a walking. He said, you're a walking book. You're a walking Bible. You're a walking.
You're your own testimony. Like you are.
How do you survive going through all of that shit?
got to.
Like,
Listen,
You got no choice.
so I used to do drugs. I used to drink, and I don't drink or do drugs.
Define
To this
drugs.
Shit, pills, weed.
real drugs, not just marijuana.
Yeah, no,
the marijuana, not
pills,
drugs.
weed.
We ain't gotta talk about it. I get it.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Drug,
hard
drugs.
shit.
Hard
I
shit.
can see you.
I've been
Out in the open. This is right here, right now. Is that what we're doing?
I've been clean for 29 years, so I'm good. But yeah, it's just I tried to. That was not the method that God had for me.
You have so many, like, it's like if we would press that button, that amen button or that applaud button, we doing that shit all day.
All day.
Mm-hmm.
Got over this, got over that, got over that, got over that. That goddamn time. Relax. Relax.
I would like to play one of the testimonies in my email that was emailed to me. This sister been my best friend since September 8th, 1979. She was there with me through a lot of things, like, you know, when I was getting money from my teachers.
Wait.
Yeah, so
Throw some eggs my way. Good dope for that for
in
you
junior
boys.
high school.
Is that what you mean by that?
Yeah.
What the fuck did you think she meant?
Yeah, because when I was developed. I was developed by 12th grade. I was fully developed.
Yeah.
Hips, booty. So when I got to Jameson Junior High School,
You better get some niggas fired.
Look at all these schools shut down.
Pension gone.
1980, in 1979, 80. Well, no, it was 80 because I was in the 7th grade. I was in Jameson, and hey, everybody that went to Jameson back in the day knew all that shit was going on.
All of what shit?
I got my first car. My science teacher bought me my first car.
In the 7th grade?
Yeah, baby.
Nigga, I trying to sell Jolly Ranchers in middle school.
I sold that too. Jolly Ranchers, M&Ms, Twinkies.
You know what I
Kit
used to do?
Kats,
I'm
Reese's
over
Cups.
the. I'm over the. You know, you get a piece of paper and you fold up in triangles and make those footballs.
Yeah.
I'm selling those. I'm selling those for a
We
quarter.
call those flickers.
Yeah. She over there getting cars and shit.
Well, no, he did. He bought me my first. No, this is a true story. And he's my friend on Facebook. He bought me my first car back in the day.
Science teacher.
Yeah, my science teacher. And then they want, back then they would, come at me and but now I didn't know it was called child molesting back then. But
That's actually exactly what it's called.
but I was 13. They want to see my titties. You got to pay me to see my titties.
See, this is see.
They want to film my titties. Got to pay me to film my titties.
That's
When you
right.
get to high school, my other teachers, they did me the same way. So hey, I don't know why these things came to me in the life, but I think now.
You know why it
matter
came
of fact,
to you?
I know now because now that I thought God was bringing these homeless people into my life for me to change them. But he brought them into my
Changed
life
you.
and they changed me.
Yeah.
You know
Because-
why God brought this to you? Because he knew you could handle it. And that's the most cliche thing to say. And I know it's like sounds corny as hell, but that's kind of it's truth in that. Like,
Yeah.
What did it say? Then he's not going to bring you through something you know he can't get you through.
But I know
I'm
that
weak.
I
I
went
know I'd have been on
through
the pipe.
everything that I went through in my life up until this date was for them. Because when people see homeless people on the street and think that, because I was one of them homeless people on the street at one point in my life.
I actually would walk right past you. And I'm ashamed, not really ashamed, but
They're so
the stigma behind. I would have walked right past.
Yeah, because that's the stigma that
Yeah.
America has created for them.
Yeah.
But when I tell you, these are the most humble, most precious souls that I ever met in my entire life. The most realest, the most rawest people you ever want to meet. The most giving, the most sharing, the most loving, the most kind. They changed me in a lot of ways.
Go watch some of those social experiments on Facebook and with homeless people.
You gonna have me crying, nigga.
It'll be homeless people helping other homeless people.
Yeah.
And people just walking by them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Even
like one time when they first moved in and they had been clean and they had been with me for about 30 days, and I was so thirsty. I came to him and I said, "Oh man, we ain't got nothing to drink," and he was like, "Here, have my soda," but it was already. I'm like, I'm like, "No, baby, I'm good." And I can say this now. Jeff T, I would drink a soda, bottle of water after you now, but when he
But
first
Jeff
did
ain't
that,
drinking after your toe sucking ass.
yeah,
I didn't know you did that, man.
and see, And I have to have anonymity because we do a program called Celebrate Recovery in my company, because I have to have a place for them to detox. I have to had to bring in people, doctors. Some shout out to Dr. Japa on Banderas. She does pro bono work for me with my staff.
That means free for all y'all Negroes out there.
They know what free means.
Yeah.
They don't know pro bono, but they know free.
Yeah. And then Dr. Rudolph and Dr. Grusbeck. These are amazing physicians in our very own city who help me with these homeless people. What is her name? Louise Fonter over at Optical Care. She helped me with them getting glasses. All of my staff, everyone who needs glasses.
Louise, is there any way you can get Louise KK's information? Is there any way I could have Louise and KK talk to one another?
Louise.
But go check her out. She's really dope. She helped my staff with
Louise
with eyes Fontenoy. She helped me get glasses. She did all, everyone who needed eye exams, she did them for free. She gave me discounts. I mean, major discounts on eyeglassware, but that's when you're the owner, you could do that.
When you tell them like your story, what you're doing, and then that's when they just jump on board.
Well, some of them live in my neighborhood, so they found out what I was doing.
What neighborhood you live with homeless people on the Bentley on the same street?
No, not the homeless people.
Okay.
These professionals.
That makes sense.
These
Okay, never mind.
professionals.
That makes sense.
So we had the same HOA. So
I'm just saying that if I got a billion homeless people on my street, I'm moving.
Well, they live in my neighborhood. So when I first started taking in the homeless, I didn't have nowhere to put them. So God told me to put them in my house.
Really?
Yes.
Out there?
You're too kind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
So check this out. True story. My son can back this up. Is he still in there? So we had to take in homeless people. All my life, I've taken in people. All my life since my kids were little, I've taken in people, but not knowing that this was going to become my life later. You see what I'm saying? Not knowing. All my life, my kids can testify that we helped somebody, some family, some soul, somebody.
I'll give money, but I'm not.
I get everything you're saying, but if we lived in that neighborhood and you bring, I'm calling HOA on you. We got to figure something. We got that.
Looking like the Walking Dead out here.
not here.
Zombies in this
They reported me to HOA. Oh,
I'd have been Chad and Karen all in one.
They called the police on me plenty of times, but God.
So what, you have a facility now? Or?
Oh yeah, we have a friend of mine named Sonia Falero who owns a 27 apartment complexes in San Antonio.
Oh shit.
So
what am I doing? I know people that work at Wendy's and shit. Like,
so
I need to know somebody. Shit. I know her.
She owns an apartment complex. She owns 3 apartment complexes on Cinnamon Creek. So she gave us.
This nigga said I know people that work at Wendy's. So what am I doing in life?
Do some more fries? Nah, she got the apartment.
Can you take care of rent, nigga? Can I get rent taken care of for June?
Threw a frosty in there. Thank you, motherfucker. Shit.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm sorry.
So what we do is
That's in the medical area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She allows us to use 2 of her apartment buildings. All depends on how much staff I have. She give us 3 bedrooms, 2 bath apartments, and I house my staff in them. And we do all of her make ready. So she saves money, we save money.
So okay, so
when people move out, they clean up.
Yeah, they clean up, paint, do all the light maintenance work, lights. We clean it spotless. So when you seeing a lot of these new apartments, or you moving into a new apartment, Kingdom probably cleaned it or prepared it for you.
So this is not a random conversation as we randomly started talking about homeless. Now, I'll let her speak her shit, but Ms. Ward has a couple of businesses. When I say a couple, I mean a few.
She has
a lot of businesses, and what her business is, she employs homeless individuals. So when she's talking about her staff, that is the homeless that are working for her.
Yes.
And that's who she not only does she employ them, she cleans them up,
takes care of them. They
birth certificate, social security cards,
teach them life skills,
ID,
everything,
life skills,
friendships, and she just makes these homeless people whole again.
Yeah. Put them through college. We have 12 college graduates that the Kingdom paid for to go to college. So I have my own nursing staff now, to where we don't have to pay $125 for physicals to Concentra. My staff, we do everything in-house now.
And the crazy thing is, like, I'll be outside and I go to HEB, right? And there's like a random basket just in the parking lot, and I'll take that bitch to the front and pit it up. And I really think I'm doing something for the community.
You ain't doing
This lazy ass nigga can't take his own basket to the front.
This is for the people who say I don't have no business. Can you just don't call my business name out, but can you just verify that this is a LLC?
Oh yeah, I seen it on the other. I was going through your phone.
Another thing.
I told you about scrolling through my phone, boy.
I saw a video. Did you start at a church, like buffing floors at a church?
Yeah.
And that's how you started the cleaning business?
No.
Oh, you already had the cleaning business?
Nope. I had started a
Nigga,
cleaning.
that was work, nigga.
No.
Oh, that was just work.
That was a client. Yeah, that was a client.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a client.
That
This
was
is
after the cleaning business.
This is after that was after the cleaning business.
That was part of the business.
Floors? Oh, okay,
When I did the floor. So this church, they were a new church, and they were trying, but the church was in such a bad. They bought this church, and it was such a bad condition that they was like, "Can you help us any kind of way?" So we did the roofing, we did the siding, we did the gutters, we did the floors, we ripped out all that old mildew carpet. And
Get the fuck out of here. Hold on. I'm over here talking what she talking about. She said, yeah, you know, I mean, I did all this. I remodeled shit, nigga. I do.
I should have known that was I said you built all this. Okay.
That's how she responded, like it was the shit, right? I'm over here proud of the shit that I did, trying to talk my shit.
Nigga, okay.
Can you just verify that this is another LLC? I got LLCs for all my business, all 11 of them.
So I'm not a fan of what's that nigga's name that's married to the beautiful girl from Waka Flocka. I'm not a real fan of Waka Flocka, but on IG he has a lot of videos where he's talking about open up an LLC.
See, yeah.
How important it is.
Yeah. I got 11 of them. They all in that phone. That's why I just want y'all to verify it because, you know, people in San
Hold
Antonio.
on. Stop talking. You make me feel broke. I feel broke as shit right now. I'm feeling broke as shit.
I just like to shit on the devil. Like, ha ha, niggas.
You shitting on me.
You shit on all of us.
You're shitting on me.
No. That's not the intention.
No. I want that to be the intention because something that I've always learned. I was doing insurance, and Brianna's worked that business before. You always want to be the brokest person in the room. And it's because you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of information that I can soak up. If I can't learn nothing from you, I have no business being around you.
Yeah, that's true.
Go ahead.
So I like that, but I just love it. It's so like, damn. I feel like I just need to. I'm gonna go outside and just cut somebody's lawn tomorrow.
Nah,
like,
I asked her, like, can I take you to lunch? Just pick your motherfucking brain.
Yeah,
shit.
I told you,
Fuck Jay-Z, right?
I love to eat. I love to eat. You know, and for me, I'm not a flashy person. I just
Bentley's at the club and shit. I bet you drive the Rolls Royce HEB and shit like that.
At Bentley's.
Really?
She going to Bentley's. I mean, look,
In a Bentley.
the promising thing though is she came in the studio with churches. So I mean, we ain't that far away from each other.
Listen, I don't care what God do in my life. I'm gonna still be sanctified hood, and sanctified ratchet.
Yeah. Always.
I'm just me though. All day.
No, you're a good
You know what I
person.
mean?
You dope. You super dope. I was just playing with you when I said that.
But I don't drive my cars like that. I drive that Buick as my work car, my work truck. And then when I want to feel like acting rich, I just get and jump in one of them. I just jump in one of my cars and just roll around.
I'm ready to see that
they
Chevelle.
paid for.
I'm ready to see that Chevelle.
Yeah, I can't wait till I finish it.
That
Boy,
Buick
don't
is
get
most
them-
niggas real
Boy,
truck.
Get them lips away from me, boy. Get them goddamn lips. That nigga put his lips by my mouth. Boy, you better get them goddamn yellow, pink, juicy ass lips out in front of
You
my
almost
face.
kissed that nigga, huh?
Oh, boy, that boy was too close to my face. What's wrong with that nigga, boy? Yo, you better stop playing with me and my husband in there.
He don't know.
The way it didn't work. Yeah.
I said, boy, what you doing?
Hold on,
Too
nigga.
close, Bree. He was too close.
Hey, you should just bite it.
Not too rough. Not too fall out that nigga mouth.
Right.
Yeah. So you got a show coming up here too, right?
Yeah, April 23rd.
And Mo gonna be there, huh?
Yeah, Upstage Comedy.
Mo, have you met Mo? Mo.
You gotta have my brother Mo watch.
Mo, that's my dude. He just got married, man.
Yeah,
Congrats,
he sure did.
Mo.
Shout out to Pastor Mo. That's my dude.
He a pastor?
Yes.
I know that.
Yes, he is. He's a pastor.
That's my dude right there, man.
Let me tell you something. Mo is dope.
Mo is dope.
Mo is one of the dopest preachers, one of the most dopest prophets, one of the most dopest comedians I ever met in my entire life. I love Pastor Mo. That's
I have a word for you.
Yes, sir.
Not a word for, but a word that you could probably give somebody that I know. So we have someone that's in this room, not us three.
Mm-hmm.
And as you talking about how you talk to your mother and your father.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to give any advice on if they should get that closure to talk to their parents, to figure out, just to have that conversation as you've had.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes, I would say at least go to
No,
them.
don't look over there when you talk. Just look on that side of the room.
I'm just saying.
Look over there.
Now, hush.
Look over there when you talk.
Just hush.
Listen, because my parents, for me, it caused me a lot of pain.
Yeah.
A lot of hurt. I grew up feeling very unloved. I grew up feeling unwanted. I grew up feeling like I was in the world alone. I grew up feeling like, I had to get it how I lived. That's why I don't give a fuck about people too much, because I can't do fake love. You know what I mean? And if your love don't help me, then it's not love to me. So I've realized that for me, I had to have that conversation because I wanted to heal. I wanted to fix my life. I wanted God to fix my life. Mm-hmm. And then the Bible says, "In all thy getting, get an understanding." So I wanted to just get an understanding with them, to express to them how I felt. I said, I told when I talked to my dad, I said, "I don't need you to say anything right now till I finish. Let me get the anger out. Let the tears roll. I just need you to hear me out." He said, "Go ahead, babe." And I started from some 71st and Central. I started from when I was a little kid into my adult life. You know what I mean? And my dad sat there and cried. He said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know no better. Back then I was fucked up myself." He said, "So my pain caused you pain."
Would you recommend that conversation for other people?
Absolutely. I would definitely recommend it. When I went to my mother to try to have that same conversation, I was bitches, hoes, fuck you. If you didn't like,
she was saying that to you.
Yes, she said. So I said, and I got angry to where it led to an altercation. I said, for 47 years, I've been trying to have a mother-daughter relationship with you, and you know what she told me? She said, "Bitch, mother-daughter relationship, that will never happen."
You a lie.
No, my right-handed guy. She said, "They did have abortions back then. I should have flushed your ass a long time ago." So for a mother to say that to a child, I said, "Why do you fucking hate me? Why have you always hated me? I came in this world and you hated me. What did I ever do to you to make you fucking hate me?"
You brought me here.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't ask to come here, bitch. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
But, she told me, she said, they did have abortions back then. I should have flushed you a long time ago. And I asked her, "Why do you hate me? What have I ever done to you? Whenever you needed help, I helped you. Whenever you needed bills paid, I paid them. Whatever you needed, I've always given it. I've even given it myself. What did I do to make you hate me?"
What'd she say?
She didn't say nothing.
Nothing.
She just said, "Shut the fuck up," and she hung up on me. And that's the last time I talked to her, and I haven't talked to her anymore. But I tell you, when that happened, it's just like, and this is how God gave it to me. He said, "I used her to get you here. Once you were born, her purpose in your life was over." I'm grateful for that, because I felt like a weight come off of me. Uh-huh. I felt like this weight just lifted off of me out of nowhere, because I was able to express how I felt and how she made me feel over the years. So now that I don't talk to her, I'm literally okay with that, because she was very toxic to my life. Very toxic. And so I'm okay with that today. And I'm healed from that. Because I'm telling you, when that relationship ended, it felt like I had been to Jenny Craig, girl. Felt like, nigga, I done lost weight. Well, my soul was lifted. I felt that I had fought for something that was never there. You know what I mean? I fought a battle that was never there, and God never intended it to be there. Because I cried so hard, and I never forget that this is when I was teaching my staff how to fast. I think we were like on the third day, and I said, "God, why? How? You said, honor my mother and my father, that my days may be long upon the earth." See, I know what the Bible says, and I do it. You know what I mean? And I said, "Lord, you said that honor my mother and my father, that our days be long upon the earth. Why does she hate me?" And this is how God gave it to me. He said, "My purpose for her was to get you here. Once she birthed you, her purpose in your life was over." Nothing at all. And when I tell you, when I got that revelation, my whole life changed. It's like he's been a friend to the friendless. He's been a mother to the motherless. He's been a father to the fatherless. And I experienced God like that. I can honestly say that. So I don't worry about her. I don't do nothing for her no more. We don't talk or anything because she let me know where she stands. She should have flushed me a long time ago. So if that's your mother's mindset, how can you expect to have a conscious relationship with the unhealthy?
Brandon, call your father, man.
So
For what?
So it's important to have those conversations, not for them, but for you. So you can heal. So you can get over the hurt. So you can get over the pain. So you can get over the neglect. So you can get over the rejection. But I noticed that rejection has been a part of my life, being rejected in the church because I don't act like them. I'm not an ass kisser, never have, never been, and don't plan on being one. I'm me. And if you can't love me for me and love me the way that I am, then I don't need to be in your church.
If they don't like you for who you are, fuck them. Throw up against the wall, fuck them. Bernie Mac.
Yeah, Bernie Mac. Yeah.
House party.
Bernie Mac, yeah. So I'm okay. I'm okay because let me tell you something. I want more souls than a lot of them got staff members or church members. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with who I am today. I'm okay who I am in God. I'm okay with the ministry that He's called me to. I'm okay with my purpose in life. I'm okay with me today. Before I didn't like me. I used to didn't like myself because I thought I was ugly. I thought, because you go through all this hurt and this pain. It puts how can I put how can I put it? It puts
doubt in you.
Yeah, you make you doubt yourself.
Yeah.
Doubt your capabilities. So for me, like from I would say 15 to 25, I felt that men only wanted sex from me.
That's true.
No
You
love.
feel like that at 50.
I am fine, ain't I? I'm 50 and fine, ain't I?
I think you're onto something here.
I never felt
We have
love.
to do better, Kay.
Yeah.
They're figuring us out.
I never felt love. I never felt loved. I never, you know what I mean? So when I did experience it from my husband, it was just like amazing. Like, wait a minute. He was like, why are you so mad? Why you get so angry? And he was like, look, let me love you past your pain. That's the realest nigga I ever met in my life.
Love you past your pain.
So I'm going to love you past your pain. And he was a Christian. I didn't go to church. He started me.
I'm going to use that line. Edit that shit out. Love you past your pain.
When I tell you Tim took care of me, he made me, that's the first man that ever made me feel like a woman. That's the first man that ever provided for me like a man's supposed to provide for his woman. That's the first man that taught me about God and that God loved me no matter my pain, no matter my hurt, no matter what I've been through, that God still loved me. That's the first man that ever laid hands on me and prayed over me. I remember one time I got up to go to the base and my husband had put blessed oil in all my boots. And but not knowing, I didn't know that we was going to end up going to Desert Storm 30 days later. But he said, God told me to anoint. I put my boots on. I said, nigga, why is my feet juicy at the bottom? He said, listen, man, that's blessed oil. I mean, put blessed oil in your boot.
Oh, yeah, little Jamaican.
Oh, you Stella, huh? You found him over there, Stella? Vacation.
Got our bobsledder, right?
And no, actually, I was on, when I went, look, check this out. When I was, me and my friend Jafia still cool today. Shout out to Jafia in Albany, New York. So I was in, I was Jafia.
She's from Africa.
She Jamaican.
One of those two.
So we was at Fort McClellan, Alabama. That's where I went to basic training at. So back then they would give us 2 weeks before we had to report to AIT after graduation. So she says, listen, girl, don't go back to old boring Cleveland. Come home with me, man. Your family not do for you there, so come with me. So I said, yeah, I'm going with you. I ain't going back to that damn Cleveland. Got to sit in my mama's house. So we went to New York, and she said, we're going to go to what they call a dance hall. And it was $100 per person to get in. And not knowing that it was...
Back then?
Yeah. Because they had Barris Hammond there. Boy, that's the first time I ever heard of Barris Hammond. So
I've never heard of Barris Hammond.
Oh my God. Y'all ain't never heard of Barris Hammond? BERES Hammond. HAMMODOND.
I know a Reggie Hammond.
No, Barris. Check out Barris Hammond.
BERES
HAMMOND. Barris Hammond.
And you look at Reggie Hammond when this is over.
Yeah.
She know Reggie Hammond and Eddie Murphy.
Oh shit! Get out of here.
$48. No, actually, $40 was $48. What's wrong with Reggie Hammond? When he went to jail and shit with Nick Nolte.
Red Beverly Hill Cops.
48 hours.
Beverly
48
hours. Yeah,
48
Beverly Hill
hours.
Cops was Alex.
Yeah. So that one.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that one. That was my first time ever hearing of him, and so we went there, and I paid $100, and that's where I met my husband. And he says, "Listen, man, the Lord told me you're gonna be my wife." So I said, "Jesus told you in this club." Now I'm drunk back then.
So Jesus is talking to you right now.
I said, "You sure that ain't that liquor?" I was drunk too, but
That ain't G. That's Jose Cuervo. That ain't G. That's Jose.
I was 18. I was tore up, boy.
God damn.
So
By the way, I could listen to that accent all day long. So if you want to speak the
So he
rest of
walked
the...
up to me at this bar and he's like, "So, you here with your man?" I was like, "Nah, I'm here with my homegirls." So he is like, "All right, can I buy you a drink?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "What you drinking?" I said, "Jack Daniels and Coke." And he says, I said, "But you just can't buy me a drink. You gotta buy all of us a drink." So he bought all 8 of us drinks. So then he said, "Can I dance with you?" I said, "Yeah." So then they had this reggae, this
That's all 8
contest.
of y'all.
They had this whining contest. And see, back then I could stand on my head all on the wall.
You ever seen
I
somebody
still can
whine?
stand on my head though.
That's the most sexiest shit ever.
It is very sexy.
So we went and I won the whining contest and I won $500. So we all headed back to the bitch, you did that.
How shortly after that did you get pregnant?
9 months later.
Weird thing, how you like that Jamaican accent? I don't know what it is, but I like when a New Orleans girl talk like that. Shit,
Yo, ratchet ass
Patois,
nigga.
yeah, patois, patois.
Patio split
Yeah,
ass.
there you go. There you go. There you go. That's. Oh, I gotta get.
No, smell it. So there's a company out here in San Antonio that do soy based all natural candles.
Shut up.
Patois
I love
Life.
candles.
Patois Life, and this is
Oh, that
theirs.
smells good. Oh, I got. Thank you.
Take
I
it to
got, Oh, by the way, I do sell candles. I got my own.
We quiet. We quiet. We don't.
We
We quiet.
I'm gonna bring y'all the sample. We thank you. Shout out to Gerald Cole, TSFWCC. They
Sorry, I'm just
they,
throwing.
he
You are a lady. I'm so sorry.
Yes, thank you so
My
much.
mom would have slapped the dog
Thank you
shit
so-
out of me if she saw that.
She gonna
Thank you
fuck
so
around and
much.
change your tire, nigga.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love.
I said smell it.
I love. I thought you was giving, nigga. I'm about to jack you now. Now you about to make that street come out of me. Oh, that smell
No, I'm
good.
messing with you.
Yeah. So
Ooh, that smells good.
shameless
Patois
plug,
Life.
Patois Life here in San
Yes,
Antonio. Soy based
yes.
candles,
Oh,
all
I'm
natural.
out to hook them up.
10% when you use SI.
Yes.
SI.
You check out.
Yes, I got you.
SI10.
You don't use SI10. You don't need that. So for us peasants, out here, SI10 at Patois Life, and they'll give you 10% off.
Oh, okay.
for
Well,
the life.
Patois, I'm gonna give you some business. Because I love candles. I love smell good stuff.
Dope.
I love stuff like this. So
I want to leave you, as you said, something. Well, I kind of want to. Do we have time for 2 more hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
2
So
more hours.
no, not 2. No.
Oh,
I don't
nigga
have
said
time.
I gotta get up in the morning. I don't got an LLC. Nigga said,
Nigga, I got a W2, nigga.
I'm on the clock. Nigga. 2. My
So,
bad. Thought I had 2 hours. Oh, nigga.
So on your stages in life, right? What do you feel is your most defining stage of your life, and where are you at now, and what did you learn from that moment in your life?
one of them, because I have like 3 defining phases that
You was
changed
just
my life.
fucking up, huh?
Yeah, I was. I have 3 defining.
I mean, you didn't hear nothing. She been fucking up since 10.
yeah,
We fucked up in our 20s. Adolescent.
yeah. I was a child. I was a
She still
child.
had a C at the end of her shoes.
Yeah.
Nigga, I know.
For real.
I know.
Shooting big on the-
But see, that's where I learned all that shit from. You know, like getting in the kitchen at Miss Bell's restaurant, her making me cook to earn money so I could feed myself. You know what I mean? I learned how to sell weed. I sell dope. I know how to cook it. I knew how to put the needles in the dope fiend's arms. I I did all that shit as a kid. You understand what I'm saying? Not as no adult. As a kid, I was 10 years old. You know what I mean? That shit wasn't easy back then for me, but I had to adapt to it because that was the choices I had at that time.
Niggas, listen, man. Please, from what she just said, please do better with your kids. Yeah. I'm the firmest believer of a product of your environment because, in all honesty, not everyone makes it out like she did.
Yeah.
You should have been dead.
Shit, I barely made it out. Barely.
You know what got me
out?
Weed. That was you had backpacks.
Yeah,
I wasn't selling weed
with locks.
Yeah. With locks. Yeah, because they used to use.
You were the distributor.
But they used me as a kid because nobody would expect a child. Yeah. So I used to have a backpack on. I'd be running down Central Avenue. I'm running down Harvard Avenue.
Did you have any idea what was in those bags? No,
I didn't give a fuck. I wanted the $10. I don't know because nobody.
$10.
I wanted the $10. You know, I was 10 years old back then.
It was $50,000 in the bag alone.
But nigga, $10 in the 40s is a motherfucker.
But see, $10
in the 40s.
Shut your ass up. I was born in 1970.
That's a cardinal, nigga. House rent was $130, nigga.
Yeah, I rent was $200, and I was trying to get that $200 in case my mama fuck up again. We be in the house with no light, no gas, no water.
Y'all moved a lot.
That is not a responsibility for a kid. So, and the thing is, like, in all jokes aside, these are some of the things that you're thinking about as a kid, worrying about where your next meal come from.
Yeah, or washing your panties out, or when your mama leave you in the house for a week with no light, no gas, no water. You got to go outside. You got to dig a hole so that we can urinate and poop in. Then you got to throw dirt back over it.
And Cleveland cold too.
Yeah. Then where that time she left us in there in the summertime with no light, no gas, and no water for 5 days. No, 7 days.
Can
a week.
I say this to black
So
people?
I had to earn the money, and I told the lady downstairs, whose name is Pearl, I said, "How much is lights?"
Every nigga in there.
Yeah, I said, "How much is lights?" And she says, "Did y'all get a bill?" I said, "I don't know." So she came upstairs. She found the light bill, and she says, "$137 to get these lights back on." Nene, that's what you call me. And I went out there and I got a paper route and I made $137. I went took that and took it to Pearl. She paid the light bill for me.
How old
were you? I was 11.
Makes
so
no goddamn
this
sense.
black people. So I don't know any other race that forces their kids to go to college or jail or get the fuck out. Them can't be your only options, man. Your 18-year-old should not have to be paying bills at your house, man. Yeah. I hate that shit, man. Like, hey, man, go to the army. Like, why the fuck would you send your child to the army, man?
Well, the military saved me, so I
don't save everybody.
Well, I don't. Like I said, I grew up hard, and I felt like if I hadn't went to the military, I probably would have ended up. My life wouldn't be where it is right now.
I agree.
The military saved me. The military taught me how to be a lady, because I was straight hardcore. Never wore a dress, never wore heels.
She said was.
I'm nice.
Who told you that?
I'm nice. Just don't fuck with me. Then you're gonna see that hardcore side.
Then you're not nice.
I'm nice.
Christ.
I'm very nice.
I can't hear.
She totally missed that.
Yeah, I heard it. I'm very nice.
Can't hear.
So I made sure that those are the things that I went through as a kid. You know what I mean? But it taught me. I'm glad that that I did go to the military, because the military saved my life.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? For me, it saved my life. The military is the first place where I learned how to be a lady. Because I was sitting with a dress. Well, I remember they first put me on a dress. I'm sitting there with my legs cocked up because I'm used to having on pants and Timberland boots and shoes. You know what I mean? So I had to, everything I got, I had to get that shit out the mud. Ain't nobody gave me. Ain't nobody gave me no business loan. Ain't nobody paid my bills. Ain't nobody paid a rent or mortgage or nothing for me. So shit, I had to get it how I live. So yeah, everything I'm doing now, I deserve it, because I worked hard for it.
Talk that shit.
I went through some shit to get here.
You definitely deserve it.
You know what I mean? So when you see me riding in my Bentley, just wave at a bitch, because I worked hard to pay that car off. I bought my car cash money, honey. Bought my Rolls Royce cash money.
I like that.
My Maybach my mentor gave me that. Did you see my car for my birthday?
Nah,
that my mentor.
You got Maybach?
Yeah, he bought it for me for my birthday. My mentor, Rabbi Levi Unger, bought me. He owns the Mercedes dealership he has several of them actually. He owns the Mercedes dealership, so he gave me a 2022 Maybach. And that bitch is pretty. It's
I bet it
gorgeous.
is.
Do you know the seats in the back recline that you can put your feet up?
Yeah,
I said, shut your mouth and keep. Well, I didn't know that. And then it got curtains in the back, and it got a phone in the back. And it got.
Yes, we Google shit like this. Yes, we've heard. We've heard.
Well, come and see mine. You can see mine. You could drive it.
I'm driving it.
I ain't
gonna
funny
see it.
acting. You could drive it.
I want to drive that road.
Yeah.
I told you, KK say people that work at Wendy's.
Yeah. Listen, I ain't never been funny acting. Like one of my friend's son graduated last year, and I was like, tell him to take my car. Put him in style. So I let him drive out. I said, just add my car onto your insurance, your full coverage insurance. I let her son take my car to prom and after prom. And he's like, you gonna let me really drive? I said, baby, you got license, you got full coverage insurance, go on and drive it. It's just a car. Yeah. So I let him drive it to prom. I've let some of my homeboys use it to take their ladies out on dates.
So I got full coverage insurance.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You could drive it.
That goddamn Rolls Royce, though, son. That motherfucker is beautiful, man.
Thank you.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, so I don't drive them like that because I just like them. So I have them in my garage. I got a 6-car garage. So. Shameless plug.
I just came up. That's not a plug. That's shit on people, man.
So if I didn't feel like shit earlier,
Nigga, I got.
But you got to understand, I started out with a 1980 Pinto when I was 21. I had a Pinto, Doo-Doo Brown Pinto hatchback.
Doodoo Brown.
Doo-Doo Brown. Y'all too young for that song. Y'all don't know that song.
You know what? I bullshit you not. So we went to Papa Do's. This had to be about 2-3 years ago, and Luke was in there, right? Mm-hmm. And nobody knew who the fuck. I'm like, nigga, that's Luke. They was like, who the fuck is Luke? I'm like, hold up.
Wow.
Nobody in Papa Do's.
Freak me.
What that nigga say on Players Club?
Nigga, Luke don't want to see nobody right now. I'm sitting
Nigga,
there,
that's Luke, nigga.
Yeah.
They was like, who is Luke? I was like, we was with my daughter's cheer. All the parents were. They was like, Luke.
The parents didn't know neither.
No, I'm
wow.
older. So they was like, I like, so you know that French Montana song, pop that song. I like, well, the dude doing the pop that. That's Luke.
The sample.
Yeah, the sample. They was like, yeah. I like, remember Me So Horny? You never heard none of that shit.
Wow.
It was like, nah, like 2 Live Crew.
Me So Horny. That's an old one. I haven't thought about that song.
It was like, no, Me So Horny.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Like niggas really know who Luke
Hey,
was.
wow. Go home.
Nigga, that's
Go home.
Right.
That's Uncle Luke.
Right. So
Uncle Luke too.
Uncle Luke, man.
Yeah.
He's the reason why we have
all the
censorship. He's the battle. Him and what's his name? Hugh
NWA.
No, him and Hugh Hefner. They're fighting.
Doodoo Brown.
That's why Hugh Hefner is such a big staple in hip hop at that time.
Yeah.
Hugh Hefner was fighting the censorship with us.
Yeah, and he let him use the Playboy Mansion a lot.
Fuck all them bitches.
Which is absolutely beautiful. If you've never been to the Playboy Mansion, go there. It's an experience.
Okay, anyway, so listen, okay. So
I ain't never been to a haunted mansion. Fucking Playboy Mansion, nigga.
Well, I did a comedy show once
at
the Playboy
You know how she said it? She's like, y'all never been, just go there one day. Like, we could just walk up to the bitch. Hey, Benita sent us
hibachis. I went to a hibachi this had to be about 10, 15 years ago. I went to a hibachi. And you know, you're on a little dating shit. You sit with anybody. I had to sit with the richest motherfuckers in San Antonio. They sitting there talking. My girl looking at me like, y'all gotta shut the fuck up. Nigga said, look, I'm not taking a nigga to Spain, nigga. Like, shut the fuck up. You never been to Spain? Bitch, I ain't seen the Mission Conception yet. Talk about Spain, nigga. We not gonna, she lucky she here, nigga. Talk about Spain.
Well, if you ever go to Spain, visit Barcelona. I love Barcelona. I love Barcelona, Spain.
Nigga, we're here on a Groupon, nigga. Relax.
So one of my defining moments was when I met Queen Elizabeth when I went to go do comedy in the Palace, and that was one of my defining moments.
I hate you right now.
No.
Yeah.
Was that the joke you did? She gave you the clothes?
Yeah. She gave me the clothes. Yeah.
So that wasn't that was a true story?
Yeah, that's a true story.
Was you there?
I got a contract. Yeah, I got a contract with Buckingham Palace. So officially June 1st, I won't be back in San Antonio till maybe 2024 because I'll be between London and Vegas. So and whichever the MGM, because people think the MGM only has
That's
just
what I'm
that.
telling you, like, because I thought. Remember what I said? I was just, I'm in Detroit. I was like, oh shit.
That's the Detroit MGM.
Yeah,
MGM.
I'm gonna be in Vegas. She was like, nah, come Vegas this week. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
all right.
I'll be at the Detroit MGM the first part, and then I'll be at the Las Vegas MGM on the second part of that month. But yeah, MGM sends me all over. They got MGM China, Japan. I've been to Spain, Barcelona. I've been
That is
to
so dope.
If y'all are
France,
listening to this, and if
London.
y'all have not decided to get your shit together yet, nigga, get your shit together. God
And I
damn.
used to take a lot of people with me, but then I stopped that because I realized that they wasn't for me. They just for opportunity. They're opportunists.
Well, if you
gotta
ever want
feed
to,
20 people.
I like you and opportunity. So if you want to take us, me and Kay we can figure something out.
How about y'all get there and I give y'all free tickets to the show?
I'll definitely get there.
Yeah.
I've so
all
I've
3 days though.
all of them. I've
and Gucci and Fred.
I've traveled.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pretend like I'm well traveled, but I've traveled a lot.
Yeah.
And that is some of the greatest experiences you can have, just traveling and meeting people that are just completely different than you,
Yeah.
and just seeing shit that most people can only see on TV.
And that's not so easy for me to accept people because I know where God brought me from.
Yeah.
And I know how I am. And I know how I was. You know what I mean? And people still accepted me for me. And a lot of times I got rejected because people didn't like me, the way I talk or the way I dressed, or because I didn't act like them, or because I wasn't bougie or fake like them. So I got that rejection as well. But when you learn to accept yourself for who you are and whose you are, makes life a lot more easier. One thing I'm working on, even at 52, is my temper. Because my temper is horrible. It
no
is.
shit.
It is. It's bad. Like I could be
you have to
I could
have
be
a
the
temper.
sweetest
It's so
motherfucker
dope.
you ever met,
That's a
or I
baby.
could be the most evilest motherfucker you ever met. You pick which side you want to meet me on.
This might have to be a first though for our podcast.
What?
Every week we have a whole itinerary. We ain't touched shit on the itinerary. We just been having a real conversation with your ass. Like, this is super dope.
Not one thing.
Fuck what we was finna talk to y'all about.
See, that's what y'all got to bring me back so we could go over the itinerary.
Whenever.
You have a whole
We
show.
want you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have to have you back. But that is I want to. So this is the last thing I'm gonna talk on because we could be here for hours. I feel we could do this fucking all day. But you said something about opportunists and fake people, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where I want to go with this, Bree. So with the fake people, two things. One, how do you feel about people when it comes to negative truths? And and let me give you an example. So you know how people, when you're talking to people or people are taking criticism or critique about themselves, or you say something about somebody, how people
Jump
are
on the
more
bandwagon.
no, how people are more willing to accept
Yes.
a positive lie,
Yeah.
as opposed to a negative truth.
Right.
Does that
But-
make sense?
Yeah, I got a good example. So I have one of my best friends, and y'all probably also, because it's been all over social media, but she blocked me from social media. You're going to post shit about me and then block me. So
Michelle
I can't-
again, huh?
No, Contessa.
Damn, she is raw as fuck.
You gotta be a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I can say names. I can say names. 'Cause the bitch did it, so now you gonna be accountable for the shit.
And she a bitch? Okay.
So she posted me on social media saying now I helped her. She called my company. She's supposed to be my best friend. Been best friends for 19 years. She asked me to move her house. I told her the total was $1,250. I said, "Are we packing your stuff too? Because that'll be more." And she said, "No, I'm gonna do the packing."
You have a moving company too?
Yeah, Kingdom Transport. So we do hauling for HEB.
Back to the story,
Walmart,
man. Back to the
18
story.
wheelers.
Back
But anyway, I got my own moving company. It's called Kingdom Transporters.
That is so fucking dope.
So we went there.
And y'all niggas out here struggling to get a job, nigga. You got 8, 9, 11 companies, 14 LLCs, and y'all niggas on unemployment.
Here's what you do. Leave your house. Don't pay nothing. Quit your job.
Be homeless.
Be in these streets for a little bit. If your phone's still on, text me. I'm going to send you her info.
Niggas calling from that
I
Obama
know a
phone.
couple of homeless niggas. Man.
God.
God.
Oh, God. I needed
Fake dope.
listen, I needed this laugh. I had so many deaths these past few months. So yeah, I needed this laugh. So yeah, you know, she told me, well, sis, I ain't got that much. So I said, well, how much do you have? She said $425. I said, okay, I'm gonna send my people over there to move your stuff.
$4.25.
Right, $425. So they moved her stuff. Then she says, hey, my curio glass in my curio cabinet got cracked. She said, I won't know the damage till I get to the new house, which by the way, I helped her get. She said, I won't know it till I get to the new house. So I said, well, just let me know. I'll take $100 off. So that's $325, right? So now we're down to $325. So then she sends me at 3:30 p.m. after they moved all her stuff, she sent me about 14 pictures of damaged furniture. I said, well, one of these furniture was already damaged, but bitch, your bread box was holding the motherfucker up. So I'm trying to figure out how you trying to get me for something that was already fucking broke, nigga. You forgot I've been in your house. I know what your shit you got. So anyway, you've been my best friend for 19 years. Bitch, I know what your furniture
Bitch, I charged you $300, then your furniture's not that nice anyway.
The shit was 11 years old and crumbling. So anyway, make another story. That ain't got to do with this. But anyway, she sends me 14 pictures of damaged furniture. I said, sweetheart.
A friend.
I said, if my staff damaged 14 pieces of furniture, why you didn't stop the process when they damaged the first one? You gonna let a motherfucker fuck up all their furniture in a moving process?
The whole headboard to break
Yeah, that's just the
Get
whole.
the rest of that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, I don't know.
Excuse me, ma'am. That piss stand on that mattress is not from us. They didn't piss on your mattress. That is not us.
So
I'm
then
sorry.
she says, well, you had $30,000 when we went to lunch. Pay me out of that. Bitch, I'm not giving you my personal money.
Why do people count?
I'm gonna file a
That's the
claim.
worst. Don't count my pockets. Like, I hate that
I said,
shit.
I'm a file a claim. So then when the claim, I said the claim adjuster was like, well, how much is the furniture? How much is the damage? Well, you know, send me pictures. Was the furniture wrapped? Was the furniture this? You know, stuff that a claim adjuster is going to ask. Do you have receipts for the furniture so that we can match the dollar price? Da 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 da.
I don't think you can get
mad.
I don't think you can get receipts from OfferUp or Craigslist furniture.
So she got mad at the claim adjuster. The question he was asking and hung up. So then she's like, I will blast you on Facebook if I have to. I said, bitch, do what you do. I said, I've been the fucking friend of you. I said, I even give you and I have a third party who could witness on the phone that she had involved in the conversation. That third party heard me tell her, I will give you a full refund. I said, but I'm gonna have my staff bring you your money, because if I bring it, I'm gonna punch your ass in the face. And that's exactly what I told her.
You told her it was 1,100 basically, and you only charged her 325.
No.
And she still fucking.
She blasted me on Facebook trying to cover my business, say I didn't have no business. So I posted her a picture of her at my company picnic. Bitch, you done came to our company bowling party, and you done sat up here and met all my staff, ate up my pizza and chicken wings out here, and you gonna sit up here and say I ain't got no business, but you smiling in my company photo?
Not just that though. Not just the $1,100 that went down to $400, that went down to $325.
Well, first
But
off,
also
it
she
started at
helped her.
$1,250.
Yeah,
Oh, shit, my
But
bad.
she helped to get the house.
Yeah.
So she obviously hooked up with that, got some plugs, pulled
Yep.
some strings
Yep.
to even move into a place that
Yep.
she probably would have never been qualified
Yep.
to had before.
That part.
So I mean, it's a lot more than just the $1,200 that she fucked off.
Yeah.
And again, and not only is that an issue, even though furniture was messed up, who knows who did it? She still took responsibility to try to help her out, even after everything.
And
was
I was
said
gonna
and done.
file a claim for more than what I felt, 'cause this is my nigga. This
That's
my
insurance. They
homegirl.
gonna take care of that. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got that. I was trying to get a 10 grand. Excuse me.
You sound like the motherfuckers over there on the PPP loans. Nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna get you 10. Just really get 35, and I'm gonna keep 15. You keep 10.
Right. So I that happened, and then she blasted me on Facebook. Then she gonna say I didn't open up for Janet Jackson, but here's the picture of you at the Grapevine, Texas show with Janet, the Metamorphosis tour. Here you is backstage taking a picture with the dancer. Opportunities. You say I didn't open up, that I don't have a residency, but here's the picture of you at my contract signing party where you sat in VIP, bitch, pop bottles all night, danced your ass off, and said, I say I didn't have I don't have a residency at the MGM, but you at the contract signing party.
We all are gonna make it out there and check out your show. We're gonna get ourselves out there, and we're gonna buy you. The first drink is gonna be on us.
Oh, thank you. It's a soda. I don't drink, so I like grape soda. I
so
like
we'll get
Coca-Cola.
all your drinks all night then on
So
that.
like Mayweather. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. That's my cat. That's my brother.
No,
thank
too.
you. Yes.
Can that nigga really can't read?
Yes, he does. And
Tom.
did you see my diamond Rolex?
Yes. I showed it. You showed it.
Yes.
He showed it. I remember that.
Floyd Mayweather bought me that watch for my birthday. Every year, Floyd sends me a gift for my birthday. That's my brother. Let me tell you something. For that brother not to have an education, never graduated from high school, he's one of the most. That boy that got so much wisdom and knowledge. He taught me so much. I said on him, and how me and him became cool because I was a liaison for Snoop for the MGM, made me the liaison for Snoop Dogg. So through Snoop, I met Floyd Mayweather, and I had made Snoop some. They was like, "What did you eating? That shit smell good." I said, "Oh, these fried." I said, "These my stuffed chicken wings," and he's like, "How the fuck you stuff a chicken wing?"
No, that's a good question. How do you stuff chicken?
What you got, like rice and stuff in them?
Yeah, I put rice. I put mac. Remember, I brought some down to Nika's.
I missed that one.
I had greens. I stuff them with.
You have a
greens.
recipe for that?
Yeah, I have greens. I stuff it with mac and cheese. I stuff it with dirty rice. Yeah. I stuff turkey legs. I stuff chicken legs. Stuff chicken thighs.
Real quick, everybody that has this image of Floyd is dumb and can't read. There's a podcast called The Pivot.
Yeah,
Him and Alex Rodriguez was on there. This dude is not dumb.
He's not dumb at all.
Hold on, he's a millionaire. We know he's not dumb. I
Not
just, the jokes are
fucking
stupid.
dumb. Like,
He's a billionaire.
There you go.
He's a multi.
$300 million of fight type
Yeah.
shit. Like he's his own promoter.
Billionaire.
I really I changed my mind about it. The dude is a fucking.
He lives.
But you have to understand, you don't have to be educated to be smart.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
no, you don't.
Two different words.
Yeah, but the public try to play him down as
Like
he
he's just
dumb
an
and
idiot,
ignorant
like,
and
yeah.
he's an idiot.
He's done some questionable shit though.
That brother helped me out with stock market and real estate and told me what to do and how to do. The brother told me how to invest my money. He told me, he was like, don't never let a motherfucker see you broke. Be proud of your accomplishments. And that brother gave me my first diamond studded Rolex. Yeah. Then this year he sent me cash. You know what I mean? When Floyd Mayweather send you cash, he send you cash.
Cash.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. I opened up. I was like, whoa.
Make me feel good about. Can you
How
get a
you
nice
shit-
watch? Turn for my watch up, nigga.
I'm like,
Shut that shit up.
She lied to me, nigga.
I do like that
Put
watch.
my little Invicta watch up, nigga.
I like that watch. But yeah, Floyd Mayweather, that's my cat. Like he was like, why you so humble? He said, I wouldn't even know you had what you had if you hadn't shown me, and if Snoop hadn't told me about you, I wouldn't even know who you was. I said, I'm not trying to make a name for myself. I just want to make the money for myself.
Amen.
I like that.
My birthday's May 23rd, so I mean, if you want to show some kind of love, like Floyd is showing his friends love.
Why you looking at me? I got the money, nigga.
So they was like, Snoop, like, hey, let me try one of them chicken wings. He said, you got hot sauce? I said, yeah, I got some hot sauce. And I put my hot sauce out my bag because I was hungry, so I had made my own food in my penthouse.
So you got a Bentley and a Rolls, and you walk around with hot sauce in your bag.
I still walk around with hot sauce, but this bag too small. But my other big Gucci bag, I got my hot sauce. Shit, I got sugar.
On my burrito, baby.
I got Lowry's seasoning salt, garlic salt.
Lowry's.
Lowry's.
That shit gonna be good.
That shit go.
Eating that shit, nigga. Like, oh my god.
That shit go straight to your heart, nigga.
Blood pressure high as a motherfucker.
Do not pass go.
So he said, let me try one of them wings. So I gave him one. I think he picked the one that had mac and cheese in it. And from that day, me and Floyd Mayweather been cool. He's like, hey, how long you in Vegas? I said, shit, I'm here for the rest of the year. And he was like, oh man, he said, you gotta come over to my house and make me some of these damn chicken wings. He said, when you gonna come? I said, whenever you tell me. He said, come over tomorrow. I was like, you for real? Do I bring panties or no? Trying to figure it out.
We gotta work something out.
So anyway, he's like, no, just swing by. And at that time, he was dating Karuchi. And that's where I got these earrings from. She gave me those for my birthday. So she met them over there, and I cooked for them. I made the stuffed chicken.
Fine as shit.
She's gorgeous.
Is she really like that in real life?
Yes, and sweet and humble and gorgeous. Like gorgeous. Like I saw her with no makeup, and the bitch was still pretty.
We still in the civilian world, we still deal with filters. So I'm just asking, making sure.
No,
She's really that beautiful?
She's really beautiful inside and out. And so she's like, I'm not a cook. I said, well, come on in here. Let me show you some stuff. So I taught her how to do the wings for him. And
the wing was nasty, the motherfucker when she made.
I don't know about that, but I know he still asked me to make him some. Every time I'm in Vegas, we hang out. He'll come to the show.
They're not dating anymore, right?
I doubt it.
No,
So,
no.
so there's a chance. Okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not, nigga.
Yeah, no, they're not dating anymore. He's single at the moment.
What you talking about Florida, Karuchi?
Carucci.
Yeah, so he's single at the moment. But
you mean
and then
full?
like those cars, like I was telling him about how much I love cars and all this stuff. And
He has cars.
yeah, he has cars. Cars that he
No,
don't
nigga,
even
I
drive.
have a car. Y'all nigga automobiles, nigga. I have a car.
Vehicles.
Automobiles, nigga. It's a difference.
Yeah, but he doesn't drive them. You know what I mean? He don't drive 'em. He used to have a driver, but sometimes he'll take a car every now and then and drive somewhere. But he's very laid back, humble. He's a kind dude. That's one of my good friends.
I just wonder how that life would
I
be.
gotta prepare myself because I went to Atlanta. The first time I went to Atlanta,
I got robbed in Atlanta.
My
I'm
brother
scared.
lived out there, and he was like, he said, "Hey, this ain't San Antonio, you know what I'm saying? You gonna see celebrities, don't be no groupie nigga
Yeah.
out here." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, KK nigga."
Yeah.
we at Shula Steakhouse. I never forget. And now someone was like, "Nigga, you Allen Iverson, nigga." My brother
Look, I'd be like that over Allen Iverson too. Cause look, that was my favorite basketball player ever. Is
As you
Allen
should.
Iverson. I think that I had a teenage crush on Allen Iverson. But I'm like, boy, you can get it, boy. I'll mail this coochie to you. What you want to do, Allen Iverson? I love Allen Iverson.
That was that nigga though.
I used to have his posters all over my wall as a grown ass woman. I had a 5x7 in a picture frame right on the side of my bed, and I
She said a 5x7 like that nigga gave him a school picture, nigga. Not one from a magazine, a whole 11x8.
I found it somewhere and I cut it out and put it in the frame. And I never forget me and my husband about to make love one night. He took the fucking picture. He said, he knocked it down on her. He took
She's
it.
like, it's
I had
okay.
I had Allen Iverson. I had Denzel Washington, Michael Jordan.
He let
and
you have all
LeBron
those niggas by
James.
your bed?
Well, I had him there before. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So,
Well, that nigga had no
people-
picture nowhere. Nigga. I see you, nigga.
so he took the thing and did it like that. I said, well, I got a picture of you too over here.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, but the biggest picture, you know how you have like the 5x7 frame, your candle, your light.
That's bored
And then-
creepy. You're kind of stalking this nigga at that point.
No,
The
I-
voodoo doll island with the
Listen,
candles and shit.
No.
Fuck that nigga.
Well, you know how y'all got y'all fan fantasies. Allen Iverson was mine.
Megan.
And you know
Nah,
what I'm
my
saying?
shit, yeah, I love making good. My shit
Yeah.
though, I had Jet magazine all over my
See?
tacked out.
Word up and shit.
What's that called? The center.
Page 43.
Yes, page 43.
Page 43 all over my walls. What?
Nigga, put on goddamn holes in my wall.
Right. I used to use tape.
Got to.
But you gotta roll the tape and make it stick together. Then stick it on the back of the picture.
Yeah.
Stick it up there. There, baby, don't play with me. Yes, and look, and I got a picture of Allen Iverson.
You ever met him?
Like his journey. No, I never met him.
met
I would love. Boy, you talking about somebody cried like people meet when they cry when they meet Michael Jackson? I would
Yeah.
cry if I met Allen Iverson.
You would Michael
at
Jackson
52.
cry for
I
Allen
ain't gonna lie,
Iverson.
I might cry
Yeah.
if I meet 2 Chainz though. That
No,
nigga my favorite rapper for
You
real.
would Michael Jackson cry for 2 Chainz?
I cried when I met Obama. I cried.
That's
did
worthy.
too.
I
That's
cried
worthy.
real tears when
I
I met
did too.
Obama. So,
I cried.
Really?
That shit was like meeting
You
God.
mean Jesus? Yeah. Yeah, I cried when I met Michelle Obama. I cried because I met her personally. I had the opportunity to talk to her when she was in the palace. So I cried. I said, "You changed my life." You know
You
what I
met
mean?
this nigga at work. She met her in the palace.
Well, no, when I worked, when I was a manager for DHL, the Secret Service just randomly came, knocked on the door, like the president gonna be here. Like, yeah, right. I shut the door. But my boss was came in, like, no, he really gonna be here.
Wow.
So it's all set up. Like it's all set up. Like you gotta get screened to meet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the white guy, the white guy of Secret Service. He was like, yeah. I like my mama love that dude. I just want to just say hi to him.
The white dude.
He like Secret Service guy. He like, you want to meet him? I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
He be like, come on. Everybody, all the supervisors, they're white. You don't like them. Them niggas faster than me. I'm gonna tell them what you saying. Like,
Right.
But like, I met him. He gave me stuff off the plane. I gave all this stuff to my mom. Like,
Yeah.
peanuts, posters. Like,
Yeah.
he gave me everything off that airplane. Off Air Force One.
Yeah.
I like, can I go on it? He like, oh no, sir.
Oh, no.
Relax.
Yeah.
They said, no, sir. We're gonna park it here.
Nigga, get to work.
Right.
But the guy say he had that same. He like, I never got that reaction when I met the Pope doing that job. The Secret Service guy. He says I felt about the Pope when he got to meet the Pope.
Yeah, no, I love the Pope. Listen, don't play with the Pope. I love him. I love him.
For real?
John is amazing. Yeah, because I had when the Palace sent me on that tour to do comedy, I got to perform at the Vatican. I got the pictures to prove that. I got a contract in my email to prove that as well.
Why you feel you gotta prove shit to people?
Because
Like, I believe you.
Because
Shit.
people, well, you done
I
seen,
believe.
you
Yeah,
have
nigga,
seen.
shit, I believe.
Look, you have seen, so you believe. But blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe.
I believe you.
Yeah, you done seen too, baby. So,
I think that shit is dope.
yeah, so when the Palace had sent me, so they have this thing called the Glastonbury Festival, and that's where my first introduction to London was through the Metamorphosis tour through Janet Jackson, and from that, I ended up getting another tour at Punta Cana and
Mexico.
and
I don't like my place.
So I left Punta Cana and we had a 4-hour plane flight back to New York City. So then you get to New York and then you come back to San Antonio. So for 4 hours, I sat next to these British people on the plane. And I said, oh, I love y'all accent. Y'all from England or something? He said, yes, ma'am, we're from London. And I said, we were in first class. And I had the whole plane laughing, from the stewardess to the captain came out and said, y'all having way too much fun back here. I said, who the fuck flying the plane if you back here with us? And everybody on the plane just fell out laughing. And so he was like, it's on autopilot. No, nigga, go get back in your seat. We'll talk to you at the end of the trip.
Fighting this motherfucker.
And he fell out laughing. He was like, no, everybody's safe. Calm down. So I had the whole plane laughing in first class.
That's dope. That's dope.
If you back
Hey, that's a real question. I'm concerned as well.
Yeah, he said, plus we have a co-pilot.
There's
He
a
said,
second one.
He said, but y'all laughing so hard back here. I had to come back and find out who's this person making everybody laugh. So I said, hi, I'm comedian Benito. He shook my hand. They let me take a picture of sitting in the pilot seat in the front of the plane.
While it was still flying.
No, after we landed.
I was about to say. Flight for real, nigga.
The British people who I found out later was named Robert Hardiman, Chief Parliament. He's the Chief Parliament. He's the head of the Parliament in London. Yes. So he says, he said, oh, my cheeks hurt. We laughed for 4 hours. He says, oh, I'm drunk and my cheeks are hurting. And so, because I kept buying everybody on first class, in first class drinks. Yeah. So the people in the back said, the lady in that first row behind first class says, so what about the people in economy? I said, bitch, you want a drink? Get her a drink too. And next thing I know, I'm buying them drinks back there. So I bought the whole plane drinks, but we had a good time. I spent like $1,093, but we had a good time. So anyway,
It is.
he said, you must give us your number so we can stay in contact with you. So I gave him my number, gave him my Facebook, gave him my Instagram. So I kept getting this number that start with +1. Yeah. I'm like, this somebody in jail. Somebody
Decline.
The whole nigga came out.
Somebody trying to call me from Bexar County. I ain't answering this shit. So next thing it rang, it had +000. Like it's another county call. Third time they called, it was just that +1. I said, hello, I'm not getting nobody out of jail. And he bust out laughing.
It's me.
He was like, no, it's Chief Robert Hardiman. I said, oh, hey, what's up, baby? How you doing? And we just started laughing and talking. He says, listen, we want to bring you to London. I said, yeah, okay, I would love to come. He said, to do comedy. I said, yes, I would love to come. He says, well, we've been raving to the Queen about you, and we want you to come and do our international embassy dinner party that we do it annually. I said, okay. I said, you've been talking to the Queen? He said, yeah. So he said, so she wants you to come to London. I said, well, hold on, what Queen? Queen Latifah? I thought he was talking about Queen Latifah shit. I didn't know. He says, no. He laughed so hard. He said, oh, God, I can't. Benita, you have my cheeks hurting again. He said, no, the Queen of England. I said, you shitting me. She don't like niggas. And he fell out laughing. He's like, no.
She's actually the cool one.
Yeah. He's like, no. She's not like that.
She love niggas.
So he says, no, she's not like that. But we want to have you come. So I went, and it was all these diplomats from all over the world. I mean, listen, if you never toured Buckingham Palace, put that on your bucket list.
Cat, shut up.
You can take a tour of it.
Like it's SeaWorld.
I can't get that.
like it's SeaWorld, nigga. Oh, yeah, man, go check out Buckingham Palace, nigga.
You can go.
I go to
You
New
can
Quick
go
Trip,
see
nigga.
it. You could make a tour appointment and get in a group or go visit. Take that tour.
They
all
got
black-
Groupons for that too. We good.
Yeah, all black people should have these opportunities or these experiences because they're available to us. If we could save our money to buy Jordans and we could save our money to buy fucking TVs and we could save our money to buy all this bullshit stuff, right?
And Tom's.
Yeah, hey,
Buy
Tom's,
Jordans.
the Tom's is not cheap, homeboy.
What times?
Yeah.
No, Adidas and Tom's.
Oh.
Yeah, those not cheap. Tom's is not cheap at all. Trust me, I know
They
because
just
I
look
wear
cheap.
them.
Don't hate him.
They just look like shit.
These niggas hate my Toms. I wear Toms.
Yeah,
You wear 'em
Tom's,
out. You wear 'em out in public. Like, nigga, take that off your feet.
Tom's are expensive.
I don't care how much
Yeah,
they cost.
check them out online. They expensive. Them motherfuckers ain't no $30 sneakers either. Trust and believe. So anyway, I go there and there's all these diplomats from all over the world in there. And I'm just cracking. So I got up there and I was real quiet. And they stood up, gave me a standing ovation. They told them all my stuff and they introduced me and everybody stood up and gave me a standing ovation. And then I get up there and they sat down. They all quiet looking at me and I'm looking at them. I said, shit, I'm looking at y'all the way y'all looking at me. And then everybody just fell out laughing.
Wow.
And that was the opening joke for the introduction. And so I got it because I was quiet and I'm looking at them. I'm looking around the room. And I said, shit, I'm looking at y'all the way y'all looking at me. And everybody just fell out laughing.
If opportunity was a person,
This is it.
she's fucking just on the plane.
Yeah.
This job would have never happened for her. This opportunity would have never crossed her and fell on her lap.
Had she not been
would've-
on the plane being
if she
fine,
was on the
being
plane
herself.
quiet
Yeah.
or asleep.
Yeah.
And she has a whole connection and a whole opportunity and experience of her life that, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I end up doing the show, right? And I kill it. But what I didn't know was that I brought two dignitaries who are rivals. I didn't know nothing about that. So I had them on stage. They said, you over there, you with that green ass soldier suit on, come on up here. I said, and you over there, who looking like Charlie Chan, come on up here. So I did not know that the room was silent. You could have heard a rat piss.
They came?
Yeah, because they had then. Yeah,
could've
they
heard a
came.
rat
So you
could've heard a rat pissing on Pilot.
you didn't know the history behind it.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know anything. So I had them on stage, and I had them. I'm cracking jokes, and I'm talking about how the world is, and how we're so divided, and how we could come together. I didn't know shit about them being rivals. So I tried to shake hands, and they wouldn't. They stood there like they weren't gonna shake hands. So I took their arm and said, "Shake the nigga hand."
Oh my God.
and then
Get your ass off stage.
They end up shaking hands like this. And I said, see, how hard was that? How hard was that to show love to another man that got two legs like you, two arms like you, right? And so at the end, everybody stood up and they was like, and I'm like,
That was big. You had no idea how big
y'all-
that was.
I'm like, that shit wasn't even funny, but I was just saying, but I had no idea. So at the end, the queen comes up to me, and when I tell you a defining moment, she said, it's very hard for me to laugh, but I could not resist your comedy. You made me chuckle. I tried my best not to chuckle, but you made me chuckle. And she took my hand and she did like this to me.
She bowed
Bowed
to you.
you.
Yes.
That's how they talk. They talk fucking excellent. They
She kept the character.
no, that's fucking
The
dope.
whole story.
Yeah, I cried like a baby because that was a defining moment for
You're
me.
tearing up now.
Yeah, that was a defining moment for me. And from that, me and her been like this. And so now they offer me, and I got the contract in my phone. They offer me to be head of communication and cultural engagement.
Me and the queen, we like this. Like, that's my nigga. Like,
Yeah.
What is?
That's why I was trying to put up my WhatsApp because I wanted to show you.
You don't gotta call her none of that shit.
Hey, queen, what the fuck is up?
I got some peasants in here.
Look, that's my sweetie. I love her. I
I'm doing
do.
a podcast with some peasants.
Brianna, what is the girl's name from Twilight?
From Twilight,
The main girl that the
Bella Swan.
Bella, right, in the movie. Your joke, your situation is just as good as her pussy. Bringing two feuding families together.
I'm like, what y'all talking about?
Bringing two feuding families together. You got Bella Swan jokes.
Yeah, so Chief Parliament Hardiman says, hey, the queen wants to see you. I said, "Oh, okay." So when they escorted me, because they put me at the Palace Hotel, which is on the same premises as Buckingham Palace, but it's across the street. But so I'm thinking like, okay. So then they told me, says we're sending for your things at the hotel. I'm like, oh shit.
They gonna deport your ass.
I'm like,
fuck out of here.
I said, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? He says, no, we're bringing you into the palace by the Queen's request.
Oh my God.
So I thought I was going to, I'm like, okay. He said, we're going to give you a room here. And we're going to extend your stay. And I said, yes, sir. He said, well, the Queen did go over everything with you when we get in the meeting. And I said, okay. I thought that's like, oh shit, they send him for my stuff. I'm like, oh, they finna put a bitch out. I'm about to be homeless in London.
It's going to be like Brittany Griner in Russia. Like, Bernita has vanished.
Right. Can't find her.
Because I'm like, they only gave me my plane ticket here. They didn't give me a return ticket.
How am I going to get back home?
So we go into the meeting, and it's the Parliament, the Queen, the Lieutenant, another sergeant, I forgot his name, who did all my background stuff. He said, well, do you have anything in your background? I'm like, how much time you got, bro?
Yeah.
So you got to run your fingerprints and all this other stuff. So I told him everything that was in my past, and I said, but anyway.
I bet that was a hell of a conversation.
Yeah. He said, do you have anything that's criminal in your background that we should know about right now? I was like, yeah, how much time you got?
Oh, fuck.
I did 3 days here and I did 2 days there.
Hope you got 2 6-minute takes. Got a lot of shit to say.
So here,
Got your McDonald's and everything on table. Your McDonald's, your Coke.
Can I get a cigarette?
that's why I posted my mugshot, because that's going to be on the front of my book. It's called Transformed.
That is.
But anyway, they
that's
took
nothing.
me into the meeting. The Queen says, "My dear, I don't know if you're aware of what you've done." I said, what did I do, ma'am? I said, if I did anything wrong or said anything offensive or humbling. She said, no.
Fuck all that.
She said, we have two nations that are rivals, that every time they come, we have to sit them on separate sides of the ballroom, because the ballroom's so huge. We have to sit them on separate sides of the ballroom. And for some reason tonight, you picked those two people to bring on stage. Said, that's impressive. You made them shake hands. She said, you don't have a talent, you have a gift. You're talking about defining moments. She said, you have a gift. And we've researched you. And she said, the things that you've been through has brought you to the palace. And so in that one thing, I said, Meghan Markle, I said, from one black queen to the next. I said, how you marry a white boy who still live with his grandma? I said, he ain't got no car. He like to turn up. I said, you ain't married and he live with his grandma. I said, you ain't married no prince. You married a black man.
That's fucking hilarious.
And everybody was rolling. And so
they got the black joke, huh?
Yeah.
We got them niggas here too.
Yeah. And then 2 weeks later, they move out of the palace.
Oh,
They got kicked out that whole nigga.
She got Bernita got me fucked up. Hey man, get your shit. She got me fucked up. I'll show her black ass.
So that was a whole inside joke with me in the Parliament. But from that, the Queen says that
You got a whole inside joke with the whole government.
Yeah. So they made me offer me a position, and I told them that I'm obligated under contract with MGM. So that's why when you be seeing me in London, that's why I'll be there fulfilling my opportunity to my residency with the MGM in 2023 ends, and then I'll be in London.
Yeah,
You're an amazing woman, man. That is so dope.
I just realized I'm not a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit.
No, you're not. You're not a piece of shit. You're doing amazing things yourself.
I was playing about the 2 Chainz. I'm not gonna cry. I don't know why they just said I somebody. Cause you was like, "Y'all cry." Like I was joking, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when you come to Vegas,
I'm coming.
And come on. Y'all can sit in the pit with me at Dre's. The pit is what we call the pit is where all the superstars and the celebrities sit.
So I can't wear my Michael Kors in there. Then
you can wear your Michael Kors.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
So that Funny by Nature tour when they came to Upstage Lounge, I had on a Michael Kors jacket and a Michael Kors t-shirt. Mind you, when I left the house, my son 21, he was like, don't do that, don't wear that.
Why?
I'll tell you why. I get to go to the bathroom, I come back, and then she was Franklin was like, you good? I was like, I'm good. I sat down, she said, okay, Michael Kors jacket, Michael Kors shirt. looking real martialist right now. That shit look like it's from TJ Maxx with your cheap ass. I'm like, oh my god. I'm dead.
During the show, after she said that, I looked.
My friends, bitch.
I looked at my phone. My phone starts buzzing. I look at my
I text
phone.
him.
This nigga said, "I knew I shouldn't wear this shit. I'm gonna burn all this shit when I get to the house." I was like, "This nigga."
I took that shit to my daughter's school and gave that shit to one of them kids. She embarrassed me in that shit. I can't wear that shit ever again.
That nigga got an ego.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
This nigga's ego is this big.
that shit hurt.
I ain't throw my Michael Kors away for no goddamn body.
hurt.
Nobody. Yeah, I had a great time here.
No, we did
I'm
too.
so glad you came.
So
Trying
y'all
to
for
get you
having me.
when Talon was here. Remember we tried.
No,
Yeah.
this is like the third time we tried to get her, and we finally got
Finally
here.
got. We had to get you again.
Everyone, listen. As you're tuning in to Socially Irresponsible, the
Follow
podcast,
this woman.
follow this woman, and not only listen to this, save this episode as her story. This is something that'll get you through any hard time, even your good times. This is just a story not of sadness. It's a story of strength and success. Again, as corny as that sounded, that's how I feel about this episode.
This
So
one's
it's
dope.
fucking
I'm gonna
dope.
do like everybody else and boost this one.
Boost it. We're gonna give you about $30, $40 on this one.
I'm gonna boost this one. This need to be seen.
What do you want to leave us with?
What I want to leave y'all with is no matter what, your past does not predict predicate your future. Live your best life. Open up your treasure chest. Every gift that you have, every talent that you have, use it. Use it. Use it. No matter what people think, no matter what people say, use it. And keep a prayer life. Whatever you feel your faith leads you to pray to it. Believe in what you believe in. You know what I mean? And move forward with your life. Don't get stuck in the past. Don't get stuck with what people say or what people think about you, because you're your own individual. Because when this life ends, I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave something for my children and my children's children. My company runs itself, but guess who the inheritance goes to? My children and my children's children. So even when I leave this life, they're going to be wealthy. When I leave this life, I don't want my grandchildren growing up not experiencing what it feels like to have no light, no gas.
Yeah.
No food. Like shit like that is hard.
It is.
You know what I mean? I try to get my grandkids everything because I don't want them to experience the life I live. I don't want my children to go through nothing, but they did. You know what I mean? Because of my pain. So I understood that as an adult what my parents went through. You know what I mean? But you change your life and you make your life the best that it can be. You know what I mean? The life I live today, I never saw it coming. I use every gift. My dad taught me how to change tires. I know how to do an oil change. I know how to change a spark plug.
That one
My
nigga
dad
teach
taught
you
me
shit.
stuff. You know, I know how to pour cement. I know how to build a house. I know how to do gutters, roofing, flooring. You know what I mean? I learned all that shit in the street. Mr. Bobby Moore, shout out to the Moore family in Cleveland, Ohio. He taught me how to work on cars. Because I would go to people like, hey, can you help me make some money? How can I make some money? Can I work for you? Can I do something for you to make some money? And that's how I used to do. Can I see, when I see people who was doing shit, I say, hey, can you teach me something so I can make some money? Because every time I got to buy food for my sisters and brothers. And from that shit, motherfuckers would taught me everything. You know what I mean? So I learned how to do shit. I learned how to cut grass. I used to cut people grass in the summertime for money. You know what I mean? I learned how to sell food because Miss Bell, the biggest drug dealer in Cleveland, she's deceased now, but she taught me how to cook in her restaurant. So that's how I got all them recipes from, and my grandparents.
Drugs or soul food?
Drugs and soul food.
Oh, okay.
So you want, baby?
So, but she had the best restaurant on 71st and Central in Cleveland, Ohio for almost 30 years, and then she passed away. So, then they shut the restaurant down. But these are the things that I learned from the streets. You know what I mean? I learned how to do T-shirts because I started when I had got cancer. I was bored, so I saw this. You know how you scrolling through YouTube, listening to your music, and this thing come up and say, "Become your own business owner and make your own T-shirts." And I ordered my first hot press machine, and I bought it for $400.
You know where I seen that same app, man?
I never click on none of that shit.
Yeah, I seen that same.
I need to start
goddamn-
clicking on shit. Look, I know
Yeah,
that.
so I bought the machine. Then they send you all these little bling things, and that's how I learned how to do bling T-shirts. And
I didn't even like that post. She created a whole LLC from that post.
yeah, so
My stupid ass.
So I started making T-shirts out of my house, and I didn't expect it to go that far. Then I made another one of my doctors that I work for, University Hospital. I used to bling out my uniforms. So he says, "Hey, where do you get these blingy uniforms from?" I said, "I make them." He was like, my daughter has a cheer team, and we're going to competition. How can you make us some stuff? So yeah, I said yes. So I made them these little bling socks. I made bling t-shirts. I made the tutus with the little bling on the bottom. I made bling the little ponytail holders. I blinged them out.
I already not.
And I made these little wristbands.
True, serious.
They're little wristbands, and then I took all their pom poms. I put bling on like certain little strings, and they won first place. So his brother. They Indian. So his brother lived in Houston and his daughter cheer team was going. So I did theirs. So then the brother says, hey, my brother told me you make all this stuff out of your house. I said, yes, sir. I said, I still get chemo. Sometimes I do them during chemo. So he says, hey, I think I got an opportunity for you. He said, come when you bring up my daughter's stuff, I got something I want to show you. So they had on this little building. It was small. The little building that we first started in, my print shop, was small. And his family had owned that little spot for about 20-something years. He said, I worked here. My parents worked here. My kids worked here. They're doctors now. Me and my brother worked here during college. And we just don't want to give it away. We don't want to sell it because my dad and my mom started this little business here when we first came to America. So the brother says, but hey, you can buy us out. He says, I said, so what is it? He was like, it's a print shop. I was like, what?
Oh, shit.
They gave me that print shop on Houston, on Harwin Drive in Houston. That's where my print shop is, in Houston.
That's crazy.
And now I have a second location in Brooklyn, New York. So, yeah, that's how I got started in the print shop business. And I said, I just know how to do my little stuff. I don't know nothing about no print stuff. So then, check this out. I had the building for 6 months, and I didn't use it. So because they gave it to me. So he says, well, we got stock in the back in our warehouse. You have to give us $2.95 per shirt. So he says, well, I'm going to call this inventory people to give us a count. Mm-hmm. And then that'll come up with our total. That's how much you could pay us for the shop. So I'm like, shit, this is a lot of goddamn t-shirts back here.
You just bought inventory.
Nigga, hold up. I ain't got that kind of money now. I'm getting chemo, and I hadn't even started Kingdom Cleaners yet.
Yeah. So,
that we go through that, and then it came back to like 197,000. I'm like, no.
Sure.
He's like, no. Just open up the print shop. So I didn't know. I said, I don't know anything about this. I don't know how to do embroidery. They have a 6-thing embroidery and graphics and banners. I don't know how to do that. I'm not tech savvy. So guess what? I ended up taking this homeless guy in. Very quiet, humble guy. His name was Raja. He says, he had kept carrying around this bag, this big old plastic bag. I said, Roger, leave the bag here. No, this is all I own. I said, Roger, but you're in the house now, baby. You don't have to take your stuff. You have a room. He's like, no, this all. He would carry that garbage bag everywhere he went. So then he says, I said, so one day when he felt safe with me, he opened up to me. And he said, see, this is why I care. And he opened that laptop. And all this graphic shit. This dude designs shit like on computers, and like he can pull up anything and design anything. I said,
that's your tech guy.
Been my tech guy for 8.5 years. And he runs my print shop. He's in charge of Brooklyn and Houston, and about to be over San Antonio.
It's crazy. Out of everything you just said, I'm like, God damn, I'm late on my mortgage right now. I gotta take it as mortgage.
But yeah,
that's crazy.
So that's how that's how the shoes came out, where we started doing the shoes, because I got a little Italian homeless guy but when he was in Italy, his family, that's all they did was make shoes. So he knew how to make shoes. So that's how my shoe line started. And then
he came from Italy to America to be homeless.
Yeah, well, he ended up meeting some girl, and
always power to P. You.
So he ended up coming here, and
I'd rather be homeless in Italy.
Yeah. So, but it is what it is, and it's just trickled down for him. But now look at him now, boy, he cold with it, boy. Got my shoes in stores all over the world. Yes, and we've sold over 500,000 pairs of shoes.
What? I didn't know that part.
Yeah, baby, I got them. I got the LLC for it.
Bentley Rolls Royce.
Yeah, and then how we started in lawn care, Kingdom Lawn Landscaping and Design, is because I had another guy, perfect. He loves trimming. Like, he know how to make a squirrel out of a bush. He know how to do all this stuff with grass. A little Hispanic guy named Juan, and that's how we started in landscaping and design. And he does all my clients' yards. Like, one of my clients, it was her wedding anniversary, and they had some big tree, like this big old tree, and he carved a heart into the tree. and hung these lights that says happy anniversary to them, and they didn't even know it. They didn't even know nothing about it. They just came home and it was like that, and they loved it. He wrapped that whole tree in lights. Juan Cole. So if you ever need landscaping and design, please call 210-607-2619. We will be honored to serve you. We are a 24-hour landscaping and designing, cleaning company, moving company, flooring company.
There's no days off.
We get hair, sell drugs, and babysit out of the same house.
Baby T.
Anything in the kingdom, we be honored to take care of you. But yeah, so that's how we started in landscaping and design. How we got with the moving company, one of my other staff. And all of that's under my LLC. So we call it the Inventors Fund. So if you have if you're homeless and you have a gift, I've trained my staff to use all of their gifts, all of their talents to their fullest ability.
What if you got a home and you still have a gift? Can I come fuck with y'all?
We bring in sometimes.
So I got to move out first? I can't get that.
Well, we partner with some people. We do that. We do partner with outside people, but yeah.
We outside people?
Yeah. So like I said, if y'all having something, y'all want the kingdom to be involved, let us know. If you want to partner up on something, let us know. Because I partner with a company called...
You want to partner up?
Yeah.
No question.
That's how my construction company came about. Forward Construction. Forward Construction. And that's how that came about. And I partnered with some people, and we partnered on the LLC, and here we are today.
I need to get my shit together.
You know what I mean?
We doing it now.
I've learned a lot. Like I usually tune a lot of shit out when I'm in here because I'll be tired.
He's not lying.
I'll go a good 30 minutes. Hey, KK, what you think, huh? Like I've been listening, observing.
Use
like I'm
every gift, every talent. Use it.
This is going to be our airplane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is going to be our airplane.
So Kingdom Towing, that's how all these gifts came about. I bought 2 tow trucks because 2 of my staff used to do towing. Hey, can you still do it? Yeah. So I went and bought 2 tow trucks, 18-wheelers.
Kingdom on top of that, so irresponsible.
Yeah. And then they started doing the towing, and they do it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so when my staff have these type of
as
gifts,
cool as that is, I hate them tow trucks.
Yeah. But let me tell you this.
Good
so
business,
in the kingdom, we have inventors compensation. So if let's say one of my staff, they says, hey, I like my catering. I started that, and I taught my staff, those who love to cook, that's what they do. So one of my staffs, we have it called a kingdom. So whenever you create something or you have this gift, like the towing, since y'all know how to do that, I get them 30% of our gross net. Whatever we gross from towing, they get 30% of that a week.
Can you bring a pimping business best? I think I'd like to head that.
Yeah,
division.
I can help you out with a few escort jobs.
I'd like to head that division.
I got some good neighbors who like tall black men with big feet.
What does it pay?
I'm not tall.
That's between y'all.
I'm not tall.
I would just say start at 500 for the first 30 minutes.
I can get tall. I see some sketches with a soul about that big on the motherfuckers.
They heard their president. I can get tall.
He perked up quick.
Walk to the village.
Like Prince and this motherfucker on his goddamn stiletto. Why is KK in stilettos?
I love Prince. I'm a big Prince fan. Big Prince fan.
I bet you ain't met him yet, huh?
No, I did do his memorial party for Paisley Park.
Wow.
So because you know Elvis Presley, the people who run his estates runs Prince's estates. So how I got, and that was through a whole conversation.
As long as the people that run Michael Jackson's estate don't deal with them too.
Yeah, no,
Michael Jackson.
I was on a cruise, and just so happened that's how I got that's how I got to the MGM. That's how I got to Paisley Park from doing comedy on the cruise line for the Red Hat Society. And these 2 women saw me and kept giving me their card, and then they called me, and here I am. So I performed at Paisley Park twice already for his memorial, and then me and his sister T is real close now. So yeah, that's how just being in the right place at the right time.
I'm actually. I was gonna go home and go to bed. I'm gonna go home and watch this shit again.
Right? No, this is that like Jay-Z said, $1 million worth of information for $9.99. Mm-hmm. This is something for everyone. Bree, what do you want to leave us with? You ain't got shit to say after that.
I don't, because my pocket's looking real low, and I'm trying to get on close to your status. I ain't gonna say your status because you know you doing big major moves.
Get there.
I'm trying
You can
to
get there. You can get there. It's not hard. I didn't, like I said, this just seemed like this shit took off overnight, and I just been here and I've been here and I've been there, and because I went there, this connected me to that, and when I went there, this connected me to that. It's like connection, like a path or
That's
a journey.
exactly what it sounds.
You know what I mean? And to now, I'm just whole. I'm okay. You know.
What do you got to leave us with, Kay?
Oh no, I left you with just how I ain't dozed off once. Like that was my parting gift. Like I learned shit today.
And if I'm always willing to help anybody. I've invested in a lot of businesses here and got hurt by it. You know, they get my money and then shit on me and talk shit about me. You know, I help people and then they let me down. I pull people up and they let me down. And you after so long, you get tired of the pain. You get tired of being hurt. And I even text one of my friends the other day. I said, have I done something to you to where you can't respond to my phone calls or my text messages? Still ain't got a response.
I don't even want you one. I just your presence.
But you
like your fucking
but you
presence,
posting
like,
on Facebook, but you ignoring my call. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I helped her start her business. I'm like, well, goddamn, bitch, you only made 10 grand so far. What the fuck? You know? Yeah.
I'm not even gonna ask what her name is.
So I clap back. You know what I mean? I clap back. But my mentees, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Big Bank Lynn. She's a rapper. Check her out on YouTube. Big Bank Lynn, Lynn. She's my mentee. Now she's killing the game in rap. She's got over 3 million views.
LYNN?
Yeah.
Yes, Lyn. Big Bank Lynn.
And bank is BANK.
Yes.
I ain't like Floyd.
My other mentee, Cherie, she's over Crayon Cosmetics. She made $1 million in 1 hour on Instagram.
The crayon case.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my mentee,
I use
Cherie.
that.
For real?
Yeah,
that's my.
You part of the million.
Yes.
I sure do.
Yes, that's my mentee, Cherie. Yeah. And then my son, BTB Savage. Check him out on YouTube. That's my mentee. That boy killing it. He finna open up for Snoop. He finna do a feature with Money Man. He finna do another feature with Montana. Like I'm putting my people out there.
I
have another mentee, huh?
No, go ahead.
Named Coco. She's an amazing singer. She goes to Redeeming Grace. She goes to Resurrection. Her name is Coco. She's a singer, and she's phenomenal. So she's about to be in Vegas opening up for me as well. I take my mentees. Wherever I go, my mentees go. I have another mentee, and her name is, Lord Jesus, Dee Prater.
I heard that name.
Yeah.
What does she do?
She on Beyonce's hair salon.
There we go.
Yeah, so she does my hair now for me, and she's my mentee. Phenomenal young lady, dope. She do dreadlocks.
Yeah.
She do braids. She do perms. She do finger waves. She do weaves. Like she dope. She do it all. You get everything with her. She's not limited in her creativity. The girl is amazing. So those are my mentees, and I have another mentee named Valerie Shields, and Valerie is dope. Valerie does like those herbal foods and meal preps and healthy organic stuff. She grows it on her own land, so it's all fresh. That broccoli, those greens, those carrots, those potatoes, all that fruit is all fresh. She lives in California, in Santa Monica, California. All her stuff is fresh, and I sold into her business, and she's my mentee. So we have mentee meetings once a week on, or however their program is set up. But I charge $50 deposit, so that's my little time for information. And then once I get that information and do what I feel your brand needs to move it to where it needs to go, it's on and popping now.
This is. I want everyone listening to this. I don't want niggas gonna be niggas.
Yeah,
niggas gonna nigger, right? Yeah. And they're gonna hate. I don't want you to listen to this as if it's someone popping their collar and shit. Don't be jealous and don't be like, she ain't really talking that shit. She ain't really like that, man. If this isn't something that's inspirational, something that should move you to another place to do better, then I don't know what the fuck is, and it's just not for you. And that's fine too, right?
Yeah.
But if I got anything from this, it's like, man, just fucking opportunities are literally right around the corner and under your nose every fucking day, and at some point we're gonna have to get off of our ass and get off of our high horse and stop having crying and having sympathy for our, feeling sorry for ourselves, and just do something with one of these opportunities. You gave us a blueprint on how you've done something with all of your opportunities, and if I could take anything from that, I mean, just nigga do better and just work hard. And if you're deserving, it's gonna come to you.
Yeah. Your hard work will always pay off. I earned these bags under my eyes. Do you hear me? I earned that shit because I started out. I had to train my staff how to clean. I had to train them on how to do everything. So it's a 24-hour day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, sometimes I sleep, sometimes I don't. My dude used to be up like, you stayed up all night. He wake up, I'm still up. I'm like, hell yeah, I stayed up all night.
See,
I go to sleep during the day.
No, I think that's dope. Like I don't think you understand, like, even though at times how much you feel like you work and you're doing things and it's just not coming together yet, or you feel like you're just exhausted and you're tired and you just want to quit. I have that feeling often, and I've quit several times. And just to pick it back up, but
because that's your purpose. It's connected to your purpose.
Man, this is. I mean, I appreciate you. That's all. That's my. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I hope everyone else listening to this does appreciate you as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm so glad you came.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have you back on. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk.
Okay.
We're gonna talk some big shit and anything we can do, which is actually nothing, to help you get out there or just have you in our presence. Let us know, and we're right there.
I appreciate anything I can help you out with y'all business. Y'all know I got y'all back.
Can we drive to Bentley?
Yes. Yes, you can, as long as you got full coverage insurance. Because see, how that beef started between me and Michelle and her husband was, I had posted up about my Airbnbs. You know, I got 7 Airbnbs in San Antonio, and I posted about them, and I told them what makes our business stand out amongst the rest is ours come with car rental service. So you can rent the Lexus. I put that on there. I put the Bentley on there, the Rolls Royce, my Mercedes, the Buick Encore. I put them all on there. And so she's like, "Oh, so you got a Bentley?" I said, "Bitch, you been my friend 19 years. You ain't never been in my house." I said, "Yeah, I have one." "You ain't got nothing. You lying. You Googled this image." "Bitch, fuck you." And then all the 7 dicks you done sucked. So you done piss me off now. So I said, "Don't come for me, sweetie. You been my friend 19 years. You ain't never been to my house. You never been to see what I have. Even when I tried to pay you to decorate it, you still didn't come to my house." I said, so, man, it pissed me off so bad. Like, don't come for me.
I could assume you blocked Michelle by now, huh?
No, I don't block nobody. I like my haters.
Take this heat, nigga.
Yeah, you gonna get this work.
Take this heat.
Take this work. I don't play with people. Look here,
we want to
get
fuck
this
with
work.
you, but we can't be Suge Knight. Hey, nigga, anybody want to come fuck with us? Let's say, come over to Death Row. Like,
If you want your producer in the background tap dancing and all that shit.
Look. No, real talk. I don't play with people. I don't bother nobody.
We see.
I don't bother nobody, but if you fuck with me, I told you I could be the prettiest and the nicest person you ever met, most humble, loving, kind, giving, but you fuck with me, I'll be the evilest bitch you ever met in your entire motherfucking life, because I know I ain't been shit but good to people.
So thank y'all for tuning in. Socially Responsible, the podcast.
I'm real with it. It's your comedian Bonita Ward. Miss I'm Real With It.
Miss I'm Real With It. Thank you for joining us. Y'all go follow her, man. This lady is hilarious. April 23rd too, she gonna be performing here.
There you go.
April 23rd?
April 23rd.
At address.
Upstage Comedy Lounge, 4441 Walsham Road.
There you go, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in. This is a gym.
Spades tomorrow.
Oh yeah. So listen, we also got a Spades event at the end of the show, right? We got a Spades event coming up tomorrow. Well, we're expecting a pretty decent turnout. We only have enough room for 16 people or 16 teams. We have close to half filled already. Last minute advertising, last minute thing that we're doing, but again, we're trying to figure shit out, and we're gonna get it done properly once we get all the ducks in a row.
So we're gonna be at a Chicago Bite, which is on 2239 Evans Road. So we'll be there from like 6 to a little bit after 9.
There you go, and just come out and support. So it's not necessarily about spending, shopping, whatever. Just come out and support a local business here in San Antonio. This is not just only for the local business; it's also for the community. It's gonna be a nice kickback networking event. We're gonna have dominoes and cards there. You can bring whatever else you want, connect for whatever. Just come hang out and just have fun with everyone in there.
Me and my people may swing through tomorrow.
That'd be
buy
dope.
some food, come hang out.
Come through.
Give us something to do.
We'd appreciate it.
How do they sign up for the tournament?
Sign up for the tournament. Just go to our page, IRRESPONSIBLE.com. We have a bracket set up. We're going to have everything live. Let us know your team that you're going to have on there. Just communicate with us. We have probably, like I said, about 8 more spots left. It's a very small venue. Going to be very intimate as we can make it. And this is our first one. We're gonna get these kinks worked out this first one, and we're gonna plan on doing this every second and fourth Monday of every month. Spades tournament, domino tournament, and if we can make this successful, I'm going to talk to these poker houses, and I want to try to get a spades and domino league set up. And it's something we could do here in the city and make.
Or
it
y'all gonna have something for the winners?
We have cash prize for the winners. So if you get a full bracket, the winning team is going to get 640, 320.
Oh, nice.
For the first place team, split between the two of you, and then of course, if you get an 8-man bracket, we'll have half of that.
Yeah.
160.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 160. So I mean, it's nothing big, and it actually is going to be fun, and it's more about the event, okay, and supporting your local restaurant. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to Socially Responsible podcast. I am Damon, aka Maverick.
It's your boy KK.
And it's your girl, comedian Bernita Ward. Miss, I'm real with it.
Hey.
And we're out this bitch. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.